fired up.
It's the Stanley Cup playoffs. Most exciting playoffs out there. A 2-month roller coaster filled with sudden deaths, good old-fashioned chaos, and a beauty we call Jesus. There's action on the ice and in the studio. Every series is a statement, and every game, it's their shot at the cup.
Why is everyone so fired up?
It's the Stanley Cup playoffs, the most exciting playoffs out there. A 2-month roller coaster with sudden deaths, and a beauty.
Starts to rise for the boys in blue and orange, a fire in our eyes. We are Oilers after dark. Oilers after dark. We're the ones who bleed that copper and blue. Me and my crew, yeah, believing in you. Oilers after dark.
Jack Roslovic, who along with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins will skate with Isaac Howard tonight. His 29th NHL game, swept in front, quick chance, double stop by Howard, and both stopped.
Yeah, good job by Howard. He talked a lot about doing things away from the puck, not just defensively, but offensively. Look at his feet moving.
See in that upper left corner, a lot of tight games between these two clubs. Streaking for the puck is Kiviranta, but Nurse will beat him to that spot. Now walking in, beautiful drag move on his backhand, and that was kicked aside. Here's Blankenburg, trying to create a lane. Giving it up, getting it back. Blankenburg fumbled it briefly, took it behind the net, trying to go short side, save Ingram. And he turns that over at the Oiler line, allowing Nugent-Hopkins to charge back in. Roslovic steps in. Curls it to Nurse's shot. That was blocked. Backhanded, a tough save. In tight by Scott Wedgwood. The shot away was on his back foot. Henrique gave it away, though. Natchez, McKinnon, up top. Taves a one-timer, redirected. Glove save made by Ingram. Rebound available. Come back with that power play in just a moment. Taves teed one up. The deflection off Henrique. And Ingram able to keep it a scoreless tie on Sportsnet.
Holding first power play goes to the Avalanche.
Yes, it turned out too many hands on deck. Flipped in front.
There you go.
They just loading up for the face-off time. This is the one negative, and it's stuffed just wide by McKinnon. Quick shot, slung wide, rebound. Landeskog could not finish. Nick Waugh had the initial shot. Taves, McKinnon across. Natchez a snapshot. The glove save made by Ingram.
One from the slot, misses wide. Landeskog tried to jam it home. Good job by Ekholm to box him out. And then eventually, it's McKinnon that finds Natchez. Little quick grab, release.
Put it on the tape with Kiviranta. Threw it across Malinsky to the net. And a save made on Parker Kelly by Ingram. Rebound, Bouchard got blasted. Here's a setup, and Malinsky scores. 1-0 Colorado. Sam Malinsky, as Louis noted, having a career year. That's his 8th goal and 39th point.
Clean outs out of the zone. Here's Malinsky down Main Street. Here's the puck. Puck holds a little chip behind the net. And it's just an out-battle position where it's 2-on-1. You can see Kiviranta gets in there, Waugh gets in there, and it's Waugh that eventually puts this right out in front to Malinsky, who comes right down Main Street, puts us up over top of the glove. Perfect shot, perfect placed.
Recent years, the Oilers have had a couple of comeback wins in Denver. The visiting team has dominated this series. Wallman a steal, a shot, a save made. And once again, the heavy forecheck of Doc and Frederick creates. Bouchard back down low. Nugent-Hopkins also in double digits on the power play. Feeds the puck back to Bouchard. Roslovic in the slot. McDavid takes it to the hole. Shoots, save, Wedgwood. Rebound, jammed out in front. And that was a calculated risk.
On the power play, you hold on to it. Avalanche are doing a pretty nice job of getting in lanes. This is the drive by McDavid.
And a regroup upcoming for Edmonton with 7 minutes to go in the period and 45 seconds left in the man advantage. McDavid, beautiful feed. Shot denied by Wedgwood against Roslovic.
Second to deny McDavid on that one. Roslovic head up looking to pick that corner short side.
The third time in the last quarter century. Off the draw to the net. Henry, poke check Wedgwood. Then a step and save. Wedgwood has been perfect on 20 Edmonton shots. Here he's swimming. And Malinsky helps keep it 1-0 Avalanche. 21st NHL game. This is 6th pro season. Szymanski driving in left side. Pulls, shoots, save Wedgwood. It's Nelson trying to make the extra pass. And the Avalanche have been guilty of that on a few occasions tonight. They've also missed several nets. Here's McDavid looking for the equalizer. Bouchard gives it back to him in front. And Savoy had a block. Rebound score! McDavid! His 48! Tyson!
Well, this has been building for Edmonton. Couple great chances against, though, denied for the Avalanche and outnumbered rushes. A little bit of back and forth here, but Edmonton, it pays off. This one here, it was targeted for Savoy in the slot. Bounces right back to McDavid. And he just quickly releases it. You can see Wedgwood way out to cut down the angle of what he thought was a shot coming. McDavid wisely has that vision to see the...
Just the outlet on target for Nate McKinnon. Vegas has taken a 1-0 mid-second lead on Winnipeg. Here's Nate just barreling his way to the net.
And he has made some great passes, sitting at 99 points, looking for 100. Here's the one. Nate just had nowhere to go. There were just sticks in the lane. He wasn't going to be able to finish that shot. But I agree. They're making the same.
Oh, in front! And a shot denied by Ingram.
Shot because of the slot coverage. And then right there, it's just a...
Able to make the steal. He'll drive in. Henrique's got a look. Shoots and a save made by Wedgwood.
Enough to put it down the ice. Henrique fights off 1-2 checks and then gets it. But Nichushkin going to the box for a slash.
Edmonton still with a division title. Real possibility. Bouchard steps into a slapper. And a save made by Wedgwood. But Roslovic able to regain possession to Bouchard. McDavid. Bouchard. Fire! Save! Wedgwood rebound off the side of the net. Blue line, good pickup by you.
He's really struggling to put a little bit of weight on the right side. McDavid, here's the chance in tight.
Roslovic. McDavid to the net. In front, deflected. Bouchard able to catch up to it. Down low, McDavid. Nugent Hopkins save. Rebound! That's wide. Beyond regulation. David finding Ross.
For Edmonton.
Malinsky. To the net, shoots and a save made. Connor Ingram, rebound available for just a minute. And now picked up by McDavid. Taves, Landeskog missing by an eyelash. Natchez, Taves, in front. That stayed out. Landeskog hit the ball.
By Natchez to close the 5-hole up and keep it alive, least at
42% for his career. McDavid does so. To the net, scores!
He goes all the way to the wall here, comes in. He has so many options, can shoot at any time. Never really tells when he's going to shoot it. Stick handle, boom.
This season, 3 out of 7. Swoops in, down the middle, scores!
Just a perfectly placed shot.
Seemed like there was less room on the side he
underneath
took.
the arc.
Picks up speed as he comes over the line. Shoots and scores!
Under the bar, actually tipped the crossbar. Watch that. Quick hands, quick skates. No chance for Wedgwood on this one. Got him to bite on the fact he might shoot it. Elevates up over top.
Natchez approaches Ingram. Trying to keep Colorado even in the shootout. And he does. Beautiful backhand dink and tucking it around the left skate.
Like this and score 4 goals. It's usually advantage goaltender. You got some talent on both of these teams. This is a beautiful move by Natchez. Little fake backhand stop, wrap around forehand. That 6'3" frame helps him on this one around the left.
His 9th year in the league. Denied, trying to go 5 can win it.
Guess who, number 29 on the ice. This is a good move. I like this move by Roslovic. Quick fake, and it's the speed of the hands. Fake, backhand, forehand.
Connor Ingram, lifetime 3 and 4 in the shootout, trying to keep the Oilers alive. No, McKinnon scores. Ingram breaks his stick, and the Colorado Avalanche, after hitting 4 posts and crossbars in OT, pull out a 2-1 shootout verdict. Nate McKinnon, the winner, win number 53 for Colorado.
Middle of the ice. That's exactly what McKinnon does. This forces Ingram to have to back up a little bit. That little stop, though, we used to see Patrick Kane do it all the time. It changes the speed, and then that quick release. Bam! It's right over the pad of Ingram, and the Avalanche pull this one out. Score all 3 shootout attempts. Edmonton scored 2, were denied only once, and Ingram not too happy with this. He had a terrific game, though. Made some great saves, both.
Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new volcano pizza. Born in OilCountry, made in OilCountry. They're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
We always say there's a lot of games that feel like playoff games, but there's nothing really that is that close. So, I mean, I think this is a better situation than, having 10 games of coasting to get to the end, but playoffs are just a different animal no matter what.
That is Connor Ingram. He's starting goal, and he's going to be the Oilers goaltender to start the playoffs. Rob, just win tonight, right?
Well, it's that. Well, I'm going to throw another one. Win tonight and stay healthy. There's your 2 things, keys for the game tonight. I mean, also, they know that Nuge talked about it, and we talked about it on our pregame downstairs.
Loose and goose.
It's a very loose team, and those teams are hard to play against. It takes you out of your game plan a little bit because Vancouver is going to be cheating offensively. And then all of a sudden you're, okay, well, I'm going to start doing it the other way. The reason the Oilers feel good about their game right now is because they're so good defensively. They didn't win the last couple, but they played so good defensively, thinking with Leon and Hyman back in the lineup, with their power play back where it's supposed to be, and a little puck luck, that's how the Oilers are going to have a long playoff run. So you want to stay that. You want to stay with the same type of mentality no matter who you're playing against. So win, stay healthy, but keep to the game plan, the detailed game plan that you've had success with as of late.
Rob, you got to 49 goals once before.
I was just like Connor, 48 going into the last game.
And you got 1.
I got 1, and then they pulled their goalie, and the coach pulled me off the ice. But it's all right. Years of therapy, and I'm almost over it. But thanks for bringing it up again.
And that coach?
Gino Briacco.
He did allow you, though, to take 2 major penalties a year, right?
I'd rather he'd let me have the 50th into an empty net playing on Mario. If I had my druthers. I know it's, in the dressing room, Connor McDavid is Connor McDavid. All the accolades in the world. He's the greatest there is. He's won everything right now except for the Stanley Cup. But you still want to score 50.
Yes.
It's a pretty cool number. And to me, downstairs, I know that we always do set the line, and Brendan sets the line tonight on how many goals he has. I was going to set the line on how many shots he has.
I said 10.
That's what I set it at, too, and I might take the over. Actually, it'll depend on when the second goal, when his 50th goes in the net. I'm saying before the end of the second period, he'll have his 50. I hope a 50th goal and a victory for the Edmonton Oilers, and everyone goes home happy.
Well, there you go. It should be a kicker here. I got to ask you this, and we're going to discuss this because we're going to know for sure after the game. Do you ever I have a preference. Don't fly to Colorado on Saturday to play the Avalanche Sunday.
To me, you don't want to play Colorado, but you don't want to play Colorado, beat them, and then have to play Minnesota or Dallas. So, yes, right. You want to win. You want to stay in this division. I think, and I said this for the last month, the toughest first-round opponent outside of a Central Division team is whoever wins the Oilers division. Vegas gets Utah. Utah's the toughest of the other 3 teams. They've got the best record by far. So, to me, Anaheim will play loose and goose. But they'll be exciting to watch those games. LA will come in and play a very boring style hockey game. I believe the Oilers are better than both those teams. For me personally, I'd rather watch the Anaheim Ducks because you could have some 7-4 games, and it'll be a little highly entertaining compared to the LA games. So to me, that's my opinion.
All right, Ford Kiesel game, ready, set, Ford. Again, give it to us.
Well, I think the biggest one is the Vancouver Canucks, their season is over. They know it's over. The longer this game stays close, the longer they will have belief and they'll have interest in winning the hockey game. First 20 minutes of this hockey game, take all belief away from the Canucks. So to me, the first 20 minutes, build a lead, and all of a sudden it'll be a much easier final 40.
That's their Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. More with Rob and Brendan Escott during the first and second intermission. Cameron's got the call update. Ford enters NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. The Oilers close out the regular season, and they control their destiny, at least in terms of hosting a playoff series. Well, the call up next. Vancouver Canucks in town, live from Rogers Place on Ford Oilers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings. Until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road just east of the Henday, Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings. Until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
This is Oil Country.
McDavid,
Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
Last game of the regular season. The Edmonton Oilers host the Vancouver Canucks. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannon. We are the Oilers Radio Network. And the starting lineup, it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Check out the newest fan cave in Kristalina Nera, or any Coventry show home for a chance to win Oilers prizes. Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, it's Connor McDavid with Matt Savoy and Zach Hyman. On defense, Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. In goal, Connor Ingram. For the Canucks, Elias Pettersson with Jake DeBrusk and Nils Höglander. On defense, Steve Bouillon and Philip Hronik. In goal, Kevin Lankinen. The referees, Stephen Hiff and Francis Sharon. Travis Toomey and Bevan Mills are on the lines. We drop the puck. We're underway here at Rogers Place as Ekholm will shoot it into the Vancouver end. Hronik, right wing corner through the middle to Pettersson, out to center ice for DeBrusk. He'll roll it down the left side. Turning on it is Bouchard, and he'll come up the boards, get away from DeBrusk, and on the right wing for Savoy, he'll get it off the boards and in. Pettersson, left wing in his own zone, up in the air and out. That one goes just off of Höglander, and it's McDavid at center for Edmonton. His pass off of the back of the skate of Hyman. Now he has it on the left wing. The backhand off the outside of the net. Savoy is passed to the point, but that will come out, and Edmonton will have to regroup. Connor Murphy with it just inside the Edmonton blue line. Right wing for Vasily Podkolzin. On the right wing boards, the Roslovic got checked in the neutral zone. Bluger all the way across. And Olgren on the right wing will shoot it in. Nurse to Podkolzin. Now to Nugent-Hopkins. On the right wing, that's broken up. And Murphy follows the play. Dumps it in on net. Lankinen scoops it up with the glove. We get the whistle. We're 1 minute and 4 seconds into a scoreless first period.
Well, we're going to find out who Edmonton plays in about 3 hours' time.
That's right. Oilers just need a point to solidify home ice in the first round. Roslovic will take the draw, gets to the line. Olgren to center, and he will shoot it in. Ingram to play it around the boards. It got knocked down, goes into the corner. Besser in behind the net. Fires it around for Bluger. He's up against the boards. Gets wedged there by Emberson. And getting it out is Nugent-Hopkins. Through the middle to Wallman. Now on the left side, Podkolzin taking to the boards. Marcus Pettersson goes in behind his net. Got it to the right wing corner. Lost it to Podkolzin. To the middle, but Pettersson steps in front of that pass. And it's in behind the goal. Wielander in the left wing corner for Vancouver. We're scoreless here in the first period. Up the right, off the stick of Bluger, up into the air. And Carlson lost it at center ice. Doc will bring the puck in for Edmonton on the right wing. For Szymanski in front. Scores! Trent Frederick with the redirection in front of the net. And it's 1-0 Edmonton.
Colton Dayok makes a good play, beats the man at the blue line, and Szymanski follows it up and slides it through the seam. And Frederick was able to get a piece of it, deflected home for his 5th goal of the season.
Frederick going to the front of the net, stick on the ice, and gets that redirection. 1:58 into this first period. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Colton Dock starting the play. And Edmonton jumps out to a 1-0 advantage. Kudryavtsev on the right wing side at center will shoot it into the Oilers zone. That's rimmed by Murphy. Got it out to center ice. Ratu to his own end. Up the right wing, directed in by Mueller. Ingram can set it behind the net. Murphy got it to the left wing corner. Douglas could not get it in front of the goal. It deflects in behind it and comes over to Nurse on the left wing, and it's Nurse up the left wing boards. 1-0 Oilers here in the first. Nurse to the blue line, but Lazar in early. That's offside against Edmonton, as we've played 2:28 of the first. And the Oilers up 1-0 on the goal by Trent Frederick. Face-off just outside the Vancouver line. As the McDavid line gets out there, McDavid, 48 goals on the season. League leading 134 points. And the puck,
he's going to
win the Art Ross, of course. Over to Bouchard on the right wing, cross ice, and it gets to the Vancouver blue line. In his own end, Bouillon over to Hronek. Szymanski and Doc with the assist. Puck to center, and Savoy will bring it in on the right wing. Savoy, a shot saved by Lankinen. It goes up near the left wing point. Williams trying to get it out. And on the right side, Pettersson did get it to the line and back in. That's offside against the Oilers.
Well, Szymanski and Doc draw assists on the goal at 1:58. You'll take that if you're fans of Oil Country. Quick out-of-town update. We're going to be watching this all night, Pizza 73 style. Alex Killorn has put Anaheim up 3-2 over the Nashville Predators. If Anaheim wins that game, they'd finish no lower than third.
That's right. LA can't catch them.
LA would not be able to catch them. Of course, if the Oilers win this game, they host They finished in second in the Pacific Division. You're only going to hear this about 339 times.
Until we have it finalized. Bouchard from the right wing point, got it in behind the net to Podkolzin. Right wing that misses Nugent Hopkins, goes to the blue line. Roslovic to Nugent Hopkins. On the right wing boards to Podkolzin. Skates up to the line, comes across on the left wing point for Bouchard. Over to Ekholm. A one-time shot, and that one got blocked in the high slot as it went off of Ogren. And the puck on the right wing. And it is cleared out past Ogren, down. It won't be icing as Ogren got position on Bouchard. Ogren up against the right wing boards.
Somebody's got to stay in front of the net here.
Now Besser will get it out, and his pass on the left side for Elias Pettersson missed him, and it skipped over his stick and came out. Back up to center ice, and Besser will shoot it in. Wallman goes in behind the Edmonton net. Right wing for Ty Emberson. Got it out through the middle. Picked up by Colton Dock. Dock down the right wing towards the net. Off his stick, goes into the left wing corner. Dock in that corner along with Frederick. And Frederick comes up with a puck to the left wing point. Jake Wallman, a move and a pass over on the right. Emberson, a shot. It tips towards the net. Saved by Lankinen. And the puck goes over to the right wing. Frederick, top of the circle, a shot. Lankinen boots that out. Wallman will let it go. Lankinen, another save. Puck to the right wing point. Ty Emberson, he'll let it go. That didn't get through. Went off a Dock in front of the goal. And the puck cleared out to center.
Good job from that line. Two great offensive.
They're putting it to the net.
Yep.
Up the middle to Nurse, and he'll skip it in just wide of the Vancouver goal. 4:45 gone here in the first. 1-0 Edmonton leads as Bouillon to center. Now on the left to Mueller. Mueller to the left wing corner in the Oilers zone. And the puck goes to Darnell Nurse. He's top of the circle off of Kapanen. And Kapanen forced back by Douglas. It's on the right wing side. Goes back to the blue line. Bouillon, a shot, glove save made by Ingram. He'll hold on. 5:06 gone in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Connor Ingram, who had 31 saves in that 2-1 shootout loss to Colorado on Monday. Lankinen played on Tuesday for Vancouver. That was a 4-3 overtime win versus Los Angeles. He made 31 saves. Canucks have won 3 in a row coming into this. 2 by overtime, 1 by shootout. And the puck along the boards as Lazar ran into DeBrusk, and the puck flipped out to center, and it's McDavid down the right wing. He's over the line, across the shot by Hyman off the post. And Zach Hyman just ripped that one, and the puck goes into the left wing corner.
Heavy reverse hit there by Pettersson.
The puck bouncing around, and Pettersson on the right wing to center now to DeBrusk. Left wing, Höglander to Pettersson, left wing point. Bouillon gave it to Hronek, now to Bouillon down the right wing. We'll get to the middle of his shot, and it doesn't get through. Höglander stick lifted by McDavid. He's out to center, 3-on-3. In over the Vancouver line, now to Bouchard. Couldn't get a shot in front of the net. Oh, saved by Lankinen off of Hyman. The puck to the blue line. Hyman will keep it in. Zach Hyman missed the last 5. Good to see him back in the Edmonton Oilers lineup. Now in front of the net, the backhand, and the save by Lankinen as Nurse was able to push it ahead to McDavid. McDavid with a quick shot. Good save by Lankinen. We're going to take a break. 1-0 Oilers lead the Canucks. We played 6 minutes and 7 seconds of the first period. From Rogers Place, it's For Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Legacy Heating and Cooling offers no payments and no interest for 1 year on your new furnace. So, when you wake up to no heat, call Legacy. Call Legacy. If you need it immediately with no overtime rates, call Legacy. Call Legacy. If you need it immediately and want to combo it with AC, call Legacy. Call Legacy. No payments and no interest for 1 year on your new furnace. It could only be Legacy Heating and Cooling.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's evolv.com.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with black appearance package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Oilers lead the Canucks here in the first. The Oilers playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers back with light with some of the world's largest jackpots. Tonight's early bird prizes include Oilers playoff tickets and a signed Connor McDavid jersey. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/5050 for more chances to win. Face off in the Canucks zone. Tried once, wasn't right. They'll do it again. Trent Fredericks, the goal scorers, 5th of the year from Szymanski and Doc. A minute 58 into this game.
I get those guys back out there.
They're flying. Up the left wing, Marcus Pettersson will get it to center ice.
A lot of Petterssons out there.
There's 3 in this game. Pettersson left wing point to the corner, and O'Connor is trying to get it free. Carlson's in there too for Vancouver, but it's Nurse that comes up with it. Slides that across on the right for Connor Murphy. Gets a pass through the middle. Nurse to the line, that's it. Vilander will get it all the way down. It'll be icing against the Canucks as we've played 6 minutes, 34 seconds of the first period. The Oilers are up 1-0. Faceoff will be to the right of Lankinen. Oilers with a couple of wins and an overtime loss against the Canucks this year.
Kiefer Sherwood got him that night.
He did.
4-3 game
in Vancouver.
Canucks were up 2-0. The Oilers came back, and then they made a bunch of trades afterwards. Seismic moves the last couple of years for this. Oh, look at that. That's
off the draw. Puck comes in front of the net, but over to the right wing boards where Savoy. To right wing point to Bouchard. Now on the left to McDavid. To the left wing corner. Goes in behind the net. Over to the right. Into the slot. Bouchard to the side of the net. Scores! That's Savoy! Wide open on the left side. It's 2-0 Edmonton.
You'll never see a more open look than that for Matt Savoy, who's going to end up picking up his 16th goal of the season. Bouchard and McDavid on the assists. And that was a clinic off an ozone face-off win for the Edmonton Oilers. No chance at all for Kevin Lankinen. As Bouchard fakes the shot, Savoy a right shot to the left of the net has a yawning cage. It's 2-0.
Everybody bit on the fake shot. And you're right, Matt Savoy had wide open net off the left side. 2-0 Oilers lead. 6:48 time of the goal. Puck sent into the Edmonton zone. Wallman behind the net. Amberson up the right wing to Frederick. Will get it just out. William in his own zone. William forced back by Szymanski. Now to Hronek on the left wing. Holgren to Hronek up the left wing boards to center ice for Brock Besser. To Bluger to Besser into the Oiler end. Try to get across ice. Frederick goes up against the boards with Holgren. And the puck in the corner. Emberson finds room in the middle to Szymanski on the right wing for Frederick. Off the boards and into the Vancouver zone. 2-0 Oilers lead here in the first period. Hronek to the right wing corner. Through the middle of the ice to Bluger, and he'll get to center ice. Into the Oiler end. Left wing. The shot off the left side. And the save made by... Oh, we got to fight him behind the play as Doc gets into it hard with Pettersson. And down to the ice they go.
Pettersson did not like the fact that Colton Doc finished a check back in the zone. Pettersson is 6'5".
This is Elias Pettersson,
yes,
the defenseman.
Sorry, he's 6'4".
You were thinking Marcus?
I was thinking of Marcus there for a second.
Yeah, didn't like the hit on the
Boyum.
All right.
Basic.
Yeah.
But you can make an argument there should have been an inch. Kind of looked like he made sure he found Doc up the ice there.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody landed a punch in that.
No, it's just a wrestling match.
Yeah. All right, well, it'll be 5-on-5. 2-0 Oilers lead. Face off to the right of Ingram. Lazar will take the draw against Ratu. And the puck behind the Edmonton net. Nurse on the left wing. A loose center. Off of Henrique. He'll get it across to Murphy. He's into the Canucks zone. Murphy taken to the boards. Puck will come loose. Mueller to the right wing, and now up the right side to Ratu. And Ratu will shoot it into the Oiler end. Douglas on the left wing for Vancouver. Missed Ratu in the corner. Lazar with Wielander right up against the boards inside the Edmonton zone. They get it to the middle, and Lazar got it to center ice.
Is that not a trip?
I don't know if he got tripped or if he fell on his own. I'm not quite sure. Nurse will shoot it in. Kapanen to the left wing corner. It goes in behind the net. Kudryavtsev will set up there. As he waits with it in behind the Canuck net. Skating through is DeBrusk. Leaves it. Kudryavtsev, long pass, misses everybody, goes on net. The save made by Ingram. Bouchard has it in the right wing corner. Through the middle of the ice to Podkolzin. Now on the right wing. Nugent Hopkins had to pick it out of the air. To the right wing point for Bouchard. Towards the net off the stick of Elias Pettersson. And that goes up and out of play.
Again, Elias Pettersson is
the forward.
And Elias Pettersson is
the D.
And Marcus Pettersson is
a D.
And apparently, according to Jack Michaels, the Dragon from his basketball days as a kid. It's like 6'5" and 180 pounds.
Face off to the left of Lankinen. We're 9 minutes into the first. Trent Frederick and Matt Savoy have scored for the Oilers. Roslovic will take this draw against Bluger. No, Bluger's out. Besser in. Take the draw against Roslovic. And Roslovic wins it to the blue line. Emberson off the right wing boards. Hronek taken to the boards. Koryov also take it in there by Podkolzin. It came in front of the net. Bluger got it through the middle and up to center ice. And on the left side was dumped into the Oiler end.
Vancouver thought they were offside of that play.
I think they did.
They were offside. They just blew the call.
Cleared out, knocked down by Ogren. To Hronek on the right wing, into the middle to Bluger, still at center. Shoots a puck in. And hit something, hit the stanchion, then hit the referee. And the puck on the right wing. But Colson off the boards, got it out. It rolls up on end. It will be icing against Edmonton.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. But I will give you a name that I can foresee could potentially end up in Vancouver next season. Brendan Gallagher. Right? Canucks are going to have a little bit of cap space. Gallagher is a local product, great character guy. He's been in and out of Montreal's lineup a bit this year. Could certainly play on a team that's rebuilding, and these guys are rebuilding.
Through the middle, Podkolzin. Off the left wing boards, hit the linesman. Puck shot in. Edmonton will make a change. And Marcus Pettersson with it in his own end. Right into the middle. Wielander to center ice will shoot it in. To the right wing corner, and it's DeBrusk along the boards to the blue line. Wielander shot, and that's tipped just wide. Pettersson in behind the goal. In front of the net. Great save by Ingram on a quick shot in the slot. By Carlson. Down the right wing comes McDavid. Into the Vancouver zone. Goes to the right wing corner. To the blue line. Bouchard. Over to Ekholm. His shot towards the net. That misses. McDavid has it on the right wing. Gave it to Bouchard. Through the middle. Off a stick. Over the net. Right wing corner. Hyman to McDavid. It just misses him and it comes out. And the Oilers have to regroup. 2-0 Edmonton. 9:18 to go here in the first. Matthias Ekholm. Right wing at center ice to Bouchard. Dump the puck in. Kudryavtsev behind the net, lost it. Frederick will bring it in front. He won't get a shot. Puck in the slot area and stepping up on the play and getting it out to center ice over to Höglander. He's able to shoot it in. Nurse behind the Edmonton goal, rimming it. I got knocked down. Holmgren on the right wing boards. To the blue line. Hronik's shot doesn't get through. It hit a skate in front of the Edmonton net. Szymanski will swing in behind the goal. Into the right wing corner. Gave it to Nurse. He's in behind the Edmonton net. Canucks will make a change. Nurse will come out through the middle of the ice. Going to pass on to the tape of Henrique into the Canucks zones. Forced over to the right side. Puck into the corner. Bouillon goes behind the net. Rims it on the right wing. Comes back across. Bouillon, left wing corner. Through the middle, and Wallman there for Edmonton through the middle of the ice. Gave it away to Douglas, who then in turn gave it right back to Wallman. Wallman to Emberson. Right wing just off of Roslovic and in. 2-0 Edmonton. 8 minutes to go here in the first period. It's near the top of the circle. Ratu had it go off of him to Douglas. He'll flip it down the right side to Mueller. He's in all alone. Scores. Ty Mueller goes 5-hole on Ingram. Gets his first goal in the NHL.
Oh, he'll remember that one, but the Oilers caught sleeping there. A little bit of an overload between Emberson and Wallman, who've had some tough stretches, and real nice touch pass. And Mueller opens up the netminder, Connor Ingram. Curtis Douglas with a nice pass. 2-1 game.
Mueller, who was born in Edmonton, spent some of his growing up in Cochrane, played with Sherwood Park in the AJHL 2019 to 21. First goal in the NHL. The Oiler lead cut to 2-1. Puck shot into the Canucks zone. Besser on the right wing. Off the right wing boards. It goes to the middle of the ice.
This guy's going to call a hook tonight or what?
I don't know.
He's going to try to get through the game and play 5-on-5 all game.
It's in behind the net. And Marcus Pettersson will get it out through the middle. That misses everybody. Ingram's got to play it. Center goes off of Hronik right to Bouchard. Bouchard at center ice will dump it in. 2-1. Oilers lead here in the first. Off the right side. Knocked down is McDavid. Puck to the middle. Penalty coming up. And the Edmonton Oilers are going to go on the power play with 7:12 to go in the first. 2-1. Edmonton leading the Canucks. Edmonton on the man advantage when we come back from Rogers Place. It's more Dealers NHL Hockey, the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
I guess you've heard rodent infestations are on the rise. Rodents are everywhere. Homes, cottages, and even businesses. I'm Rachel, a trained expert with Able Pest Control, and I love helping people, like James.
I found rodents at my business, and I know that getting them out is hard, so I called the pros at Able right away.
Smart move, James. We know what to do to get rid of all kinds of pests and protect your home or business, guaranteed.
Able, we're on it.
My name is Rachel with Able Pest Control, and I'm on it.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trail Blade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Teddy Bluger to the box for tripping. Edmonton Oilers go on the power play. 2-1 Edmonton leads, 7:12 to go here in the first period. Oiler power play presented by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Edmonton's power play is going to finish number 1 in the NHL. It is currently at 30.1%. Vancouver's penalty killing 31st at 72, though I am told it's done a little bit better of late.
Face-off will be to the right. Kevin Lankinen, puck to the left wing point, and it's Bouchard to the middle. Bouchard walks in, his shot. Lankinen boots out with the left pad, puck to the blue line. Bouchard on the right side for McDavid. McDavid to Bouchard to McDavid. To Bouchard on the left wing. Cross ice. Nugent Hopkins shot saved by Lankinen. Lost his stick. The puck along the corner boards. Poked behind the net. Hronek to Pettersson on the left. And Marcus Pettersson will clear it down the ice. Bouchard up the right wing. Douglas and Lankinen with the assist on the goal by Mueller. Puck brought in by Nugent Hopkins and kicked out of the zone by Elias Pettersson. At center ice, Nugent Hopkins dropping it to McDavid. Comes into the Canuck end on the right wing, makes a move, gets to the middle. The shot, oh, Lankinen just got enough and it went wide. Puck on the right wing. Bouchard. Behind the net, got past Podkolzin. On the left, it's Nugent Hopkins. To the left wing point to McDavid. Comes down that left side. In front of the net, off the stick of Hyman. Goes wide of the net. And the puck cleared out and down by Elias Pettersson.
3 real good looks for the Oilers here on the power play. McDavid's going to stay out a little bit later.
40 seconds to go in the man advantage. 2-1 Edmonton leads. 5:48 to go in the first. Puck brought into the zone by McDavid. Off the right wing boards to Roslovic. Across to Bouchard. Bouchard's pass on the right. Stepping in front of that is O'Connor, and he'll come into the Oiler end. Down the left wing, his pass goes right through the slot, and the Oilers out to center. 3-on-2. Savoy to McDavid. Over the line to the middle. Pass. Savoy scores! Matt Savoy makes it 3-1 Edmonton.
To shoot the puck too, and he's such an unselfish guy. Dishes off and gives Savoy his second open look of the game, second goal of the game, 17th of the season. And it's 3-1 Edmonton.
14:35, time of the goal. Beautiful setup by Connor McDavid. Slammed into the net off the left side by Matt Savoy. Oilers 1 for 1 on the power play. The puck to center. Ekholm will shoot it in. Lankinen stops it, rims it. Left wing, Höglander. Puck to the blue line. That's it. Bouillon will try through the middle to Höglander. Has to spin around. And on the left wing to Rossi, now to Höglander. Into the Oiler end to Rossi. Fakes the shot on the left wing. To the point for Bouillon. Across. The one-time shot. Kudryavtsev couldn't get it through.
Good block by Doc.
Doc will clear the puck out. Bouillon back into his own zone. On the right for Kudryavtsev. He was looking for Douglas. It missed him. It goes into the Oiler end. Left wing for Kasperi Kapanen. Now to Nurse. Off the left wing boards and out. Hronek at his own blue line. For Elias Pettersson. Will dump the puck into the Oiler end. Douglas goes into the corner with Nurse. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Goes to the point. Pettersson, the shot from the line. Misses the Edmonton goal. Comes off the inboards right to Lazar. He'll get it out. Runs into Ratu. Now over to Murphy on the right wing. And he'll dump the puck in. 3-1 Oilers lead. 4:05 to go in the first period as they host the Canucks. Last game of the regular season. Mueller got it to the line but not out. Where Savoy keeps it in for Kapanen. On the left to McDavid, comes flying off the bench. He's trying to take it towards the net. Instead has to get the puck to the right wing point to Bouchard. Into the high slot for Ekholm to Bouchard down the right wing. Hit his skate, goes into the corners. Chopped up the left wing, and Carlson will get it out for Vancouver. Ekholm off the stick of Bouchard. Now Carlson into the Oilers zone. Got Pettersson with him. The pass to Pettersson. And then on the right side, it's broken up by Matthias Ekholm, and he will get it out of the zone. DeBrusque center ice. Over to Marcus Pettersson. Winds up, drills the puck into the Oiler end.
They are playing loose, Vancouver?
Very. Pettersson played it behind the Edmonton goal again. Ekholm will have to go get it. Has it in the right corner. Now goes behind the net. Leaves it for Jack Roslovic. He's up the right wing. To Podkolzin to Roslovic. Into the Vancouver zone. Trying to drop it. And Podkolzin now has it right wing side. Cross ice pass. The shot by Wallman. Saved by Lankinen. And out to center ice. Down the right wing. Bluger into the Oilers zone. Stops at the top of the circle. Over to Besser on the left. Besser right to the point. The shot in front of the net. Saved by Ingram. Redirection by Elias Pettersson, who went to the front of the net, and Ingram made a good stop, and he covers it up. We're going to take a break. 2:37 to go in the first. 3-1. Oilers lead the Canucks. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Steelhaus Triton, two legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
Canada's oil sands produce the energy the world needs, but it's the benefits that flow to all parts of our country, like hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas and along the supply chain, and revenue to invest in roads, bridges, our national defense, and more. You see, we're building more than a strong oil sands sector. We're helping to build a stronger Canada. We are Oil Sands Alliance, 5 companies working together to help grow Canada's economy. Learn more at oilsandsalliance.ca.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-1. Edmonton leads the Vancouver Canucks. We got 2:37 to go in the first period. Savoy's got a pair for Edmonton. Frederick has also scored. Mueller with the goal for Vancouver. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Connor Ingram. Rossi wins the draw. Puck to the line. William couldn't keep it in. He lost it to Frederick. He's down the right wing. Stops in the right wing corner. In front of the net. Went off of Szymanski and just wide. Sent to the blue line. Wallman will drill it towards the net. It misses. Emberson will keep it in right corner. To the left wing for Frederick. Now to Emberson. Little direction to Szymanski. To Emberson. A shot. And that one off of Lankinen. Puck to the left wing corner. Hoglander. Rim it. Won't get it out. Szymanski has it right point. Snapshot towards the net. That got blocked by Rossi. Now Rossi to get it out. Puck in the neutral zone. Hoglander just to the Edmonton blue line. Ekholm to McDavid. He'll dump it in. Hyman in the left wing corner. Wielander right up against him. The puck to the left wing point. Bluger will get it in the air and get it out to Ogren off the right side. Ogren to drop it to Bluger. Now to Besser. Left wing point. Marcus Pettersson to Besser, a shot blocked in front of the Edmonton net. Penalty coming up to the Canucks when they touch it. Hyman up the left wing. Adam McDavid into the Canucks zone. Turns on the left wing boards to the blue line to Savoy to McDavid. Right wing to Nugent Hopkins to the point for Bouchard. Extra attacker out there. Delayed penalty coming up to Vancouver. Bouchard on the point goes to the middle of the ice. Now to McDavid. Down the right wing to the right corner in front. Scores! Hat-trick goal for Matt Savoy. And it's 4-1 Edmonton. And Hats raining down on the ice here at Rogers Place.
Absolutely ripped the pill. Came into this game tonight, did Matt Savoy with 15 goals. He's up to 18. He's got 3 in the first 19 minutes of this game.
Incredible. St. Albert's Matt Savoy with 3 goals here in the first period. Again, a great setup by Connor McDavid. It was a delayed penalty coming to the Vancouver Canucks, and the Oilers were able to take advantage.
Just think of the tie-in that the Oilers yesterday, 2 of their players down on the farm who spent most of the year there. Right? Quinn Hudson, 30-goal scorer as a rookie. Isaac Howard sent back to the farm today. They're going to play tomorrow. They're on the all-rookie team. That's what Matt Savoy did all last year. Played all last year with 4 games in the American Hockey League and worked at his craft, and it's coming to fruition here tonight. First career hat trick for Matt Savoy.
They're still cleaning up hats. Oilers up 4-1 on the Canucks. Evan Bouchard gets the second assist. So McDavid and Bouchard with the assist. 19:02 time of the goal. And Edmonton up 4-1 on Vancouver. Matt Savoy's having himself an evening. Connor McDavid with 3 assists. Puts him up to 137 points on the year. All right, looks like they got the hats taken care of. Nugent Hopkins with Bud Colson and Roslovic out there with Murphy and Nurse. Elias Pettersson taking the draw for Vancouver with DeBrusk and Carlson. And the puck at the Edmonton blue line. Nurse to Murphy. On the right wing, just off of Roslovic and in. Kudryavtsev on the right wing. Miss Carlson with it. It comes out. Nurse flips the puck just in. It hit, just stuck there. And now on the left side, Nugent Hopkins to the left wing point to Nurse. A shot towards the net goes wide. 30 seconds to go here in the first period. Right wing point, Murphy to keep it in. To Roslovic. Comes across the blue line. Over to the left wing. Off the left wing boards behind the net. But Colson to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins to the right wing point to Murphy. Right wing to Nugent Hopkins to Murphy. A one-timer. Loose puck side of the net. And that went off of Nurse's stick. Fanned on it. Podkolzin got hit with the original shot. Puck on the right point. Murphy tried to shoot it. It's blocked. Carlson will get it out. First period will end. And the Edmonton Oilers will have a 4-1 lead after 20 minutes. You got to be happy for Matt Savoy. Love to see it.
Well, the Oilers have taken a bit of a competitive phase out of this game.
Yeah. Well, they were ready to play.
Just keep going.
Yes, exactly. That's 20 minutes. That's all it is. But it is a 4-1 lead for the Oilers. Matt Savoy with 3 goals. Connor McDavid with 3 assists. Couple of helpers for Evan Bouchard. Gets him up to 94 points on the year. And if there was any question whether the Edmonton Oilers would be fired up for this game, clearly they were. They had a good first period.
By the way, they've changed the first goal.
Oh, did they?
It's not Trent Fredericks. It's Josh Szymanski's. So he's the pinball wizard.
Okay. All right. We're going to head downstairs. Aidan Gannam standing by.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Down here with Colton Doc. Colton, not a bad way to start the game in the slightest. Just take me through the first 20.
Yeah, I think really good job by all four lines and all 6D and Angle's playing well. So kind of just get the pace up, sticking to our game plan, getting in front of the net, getting shots towards the net. So it seemed to work out.
Matt Savoy across from us right now had a wicked period. You did as well, an assist and a fight. Just take me through what's working so well right now for you.
I think guys are just moving their feet, skating, finding lanes. Obviously, Savvy's doing a really good job of finding open space, and Connor's making some world-class plays to get it to him, and Savvy's doing a really good job putting him in the net. So just got to keep that up and keep going with the energy.
Thanks, Colton.
Thank you,
guys.
There you go, Colton Doc downstairs with our Aiden Gannam. 4-1, the Oilers lead the Vancouver Canucks, and yeah, as Bob was saying just before we went downstairs, they have changed that first goal to Josh Szymanski from Doc and Bouchard. But so then you got a Szymanski goal, a hat trick by Matt Savoy, and that means Evan Bouchard will have 3 assists. Yeah, Evan Bouchard now has 3 assists in this game, as does Connor McDavid. So a great start for the Oilers. The opening 20, they're up 4-1 on the Vancouver Canucks, and a win would guarantee home ice in the first round for the Edmonton Oilers. So we got lots more. It's Brendan Escott and Rob Brown. They're standing by. 4-1 Edmonton after 20 from Rogers Place and Sport Dealers. NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule, coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. Is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
To the left wing corner, goes in behind the net, over to the right, into the slot, Bouchard to the side of the net, scores! That's Savoy! Wide open on the left side, it's 2-0 Edmonton. Savoy to McDavid, over the line, to the middle, pass Savoy, scores! That's Savoy, makes it 3-1 Edmonton. Now to McDavid, down the right wing to the right corner, in front, scores! Hat-trick goal for Matt Savoy, and it's 4-1 Edmonton, and Hats raining down on the ice here at Rogers Place.
Just call him Hattie Savoy. That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. Matt Savoy has done his part tonight, Rob Brown, in sealing this one for the Edmonton Oilers, who probably couldn't have drawn up a more successful opening 20 minutes, and we knew in the pregame that opening frame would be important.
Well, you take the will away from a Vancouver Canuck team. This is a very undermanned Canuck team. They've got 8 players that have 110 games or less. They've only got one 30-year-old skater in their lineup. They got 4 defensemen that have under 75 games in the NHL. This is a very inexperienced team playing out the string. And if you jump on them early, the will goes away. They don't have the horses to be able to compete as long as when they're chasing uphill. So the Oilers came out, I think the shots were 6 or 7-0 to start the game, and if it wasn't for a couple big saves from McKinnon, the Oilers could have got this thing out of reach in the first 5-6 minutes. Good period. Ingram had to make one big save when the game was still a little close, and right in the slot, a nice play from behind the net from Pettersson, and after that Connor McDavid took over. Connor McDavid makes the best defenseman in the world look silly at times. And when he's going out there against a number of players that are inexperienced, on the back end. They've never seen players that can skate like Connor before. A lot of these guys have been playing in the American Hockey League. It's a big jump from playing against a half-decent American Hockey League player to playing against the best in the world. I don't know how the minutes are going to go the rest of the night for Connor McDavid as this game gets out of hand. But this is the type of game where Connor could have 7-8 points by night's end. Because every shift out there, not only is he getting a chance, he's getting multiple chances of grade A scoring chances. So Savoy was the beneficiary of a few nice passes, but Savi's just standing in a spot. He's become Ovi or Stamkos or Brett Hull from old, where he just found a spot. All 3 goals came from the exact same spot. So he's got that angle well. So look for him to find that spot in the final 40 minutes. But this is a mismatch in talent, and the Oilers have taken advantage of it.
It's been so, I think fun is honestly the word in the second half of this season, post-Olympic break, to watch the development curve of Matthew Savoy just spike. And in all facets of the game, but especially the finishing from all over the offensive zone. So that was particularly a story, of course, of the opening 20. But Josh Szymanski gets credit for the opening goal, which they had originally credited to Trent Frederick on a deflection, but they say no deflection there. It is a fourth-line goal nonetheless for the Edmonton Oilers, and a hard-working one by the looks of it.
Well, how about Josh Szymanski, who scored 2 goals in the National Hockey League, and really hasn't celebrated either. The very first one, I can't remember what team it was, but the guy shot it in his own net from the board.
That's right.
Like, literally shot the puck. A defenseman on... do you remember what team it was he got that goal
Not
against?
off the top of my head.
But yeah, so he was the last one to touch it, but a defenseman on the opposition shot the puck from the boards and beat his own goaltender. So that was his first goal. So he didn't celebrate it because no one knew who got the goal on that one. And then this one, Trent Frederick celebrated. It looked like it went off Frederick's stick. It didn't. It went off the skate of the defenseman. So Josh Szymanski has scored 2 goals in the National Hockey League, which is pretty darn cool. And neither time is he being able to put up his hands and celebrate because he didn't know he had scored. So, but it was a nice play by the fourth line. They had 2 great shifts to start the game off. That's the one they scored on. It was a nice play by Doc getting it in. Szymanski gets control of the puck. He tries to hit Frederick going to the net, but all 3 players drive the net. So nice fourth line goal. And then the next shift out there, they had even better chances. I guess we're calling them a fourth line. They're probably the third line right now, playing ahead of Henrique Lazar and Kapanen. So they're the third line out there. But wow, has that line come on, though, over the last little while. Since Doc comes back from injury, he and Trent Frederick have been very, very good together. Szymanski gives them just a sound defensive play in the middle. But they're noticeable in a positive way every game. That's what the Oilers need in a third or fourth line come playoff time, an energy line. And when they can kick in a goal here or there, it just makes it that much better. So when you're down 1-0 to the Edmonton Oilers and it wasn't Hyman or McDavid or Draisaitl, you're in trouble because those guys are going to get theirs, and eventually McDavid got hot in the second half of that period.
4-1, the Oilers leading the Canucks after 20 minutes here at Rogers Place. Got about a minute left with Rob here, and just with it, I mean, how do you approach the final 40 minutes here? You probably don't want to change a whole heck of a lot other than allowing the coaches to deploy the lines the way that they see fit and the way that the game dictates henceforth.
Well, it's hard because once you see the game out of reach, you just you relax a little bit. And relaxing's never good in hockey because that's when bad things creep into your game. That's when injuries creep into your game as well. But this is one where the Oilers' goal is a Stanley Cup. The Oilers' goal is not to win 8-1 against the Vancouver Canucks. So they want to play the game the proper way. They love Chris Knobloch to be able to utilize the lines, get everyone involved, feeling good about themselves going into the playoffs. The next goal is the end of the game for the Vancouver Canucks if the Oilers can make it 5-1. But just play the right way the rest of this hockey game. Don't take any silly penalties. Don't go out, get yourself suspended before the first playoff game. Don't block a puck with your face. Just stay healthy over the final 40 minutes and just bring this one home and feel good about yourself knowing that in a few days' time you'll be starting on home ice with a playoff hockey game.
All right, we are at the intermission right now. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey. We're back with the out-of-town scoreboard next on the Oilers Radio Network.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EMCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll free.
I guess you've heard rodent infestations are on the rise. Rodents are everywhere. Homes, cottages, and even businesses. I'm Rachel, a trained expert with Able Pest Control, and I love helping people, like James.
I found rodents at my business, and I know that getting them out is hard, so I called the pros at Able right away.
Smart move, James. We know what to do to get rid of all kinds of pests and protect your home or business, guaranteed.
Able, we're on it.
My name is Rachel with Able Pest Control, and I'm on it.
Carbon X, proud sustainability partner of the Edmonton Oilers, is helping OilCountry make a positive impact. This Earth Month, OilCountry can make every effort count by supporting verified climate projects connected to game day. From getting to the game to the energy that powers Rogers Place. Fans who join the effort can take home a limited edition collectible crafted from real Oilers gear. Collectibles are limited. Visit carbonx.com/Oilers and make your effort count.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. The Electoral Boundaries Commission has recommended 2 more provincial ridings in the province for a total of 89, but the UCP believes Alberta's growing population warrants 91 seats in the legislature. That's why it's now rejecting the independent report and striking its own, quote, select special committee, which will present its own report by November 2nd. The current report is riven with internal conflict, with UCP-appointed members urging the province to accept what the panel chair labels a dangerous and radical redrawing of boundary lines. And the Esso gas pumps at a Circle K in southeast Edmonton were blocked off for inspection today, with local mechanics saying they've been finding water mixed in with the fuel of broken down vehicles that had filled up at the station.
We're going to have to take the tanks out, drain them, clean the tank as much as we can, and then run a premium fuel through it, and then it should be okay from there.
Except each driver is now facing a costly repair bill, made even worse if the vehicle's fuel pump, spark plugs, or engine components are damaged. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they're the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
4-1 Oilers after the first period here at Rogers Place, and it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 5 other games on this Thursday night in the NHL. The one that we're paying the closest attention to is the Ducks and the Predators. That one, the Predators lead 4-3 as the third period just gets underway in Nashville. And we're making sure that, hey, listen, it's looking like the Oilers are in good shape for home ice, but if anything changes, we'll see what the Ducks and the Kings are capable of. The Kings and Flames are scoreless in the second period down at Saddle Saddledome. Blues and Mammoth tied at 3 in the dying stages of that hockey game. The Sharks are up 6-1 on Winnipeg, and later it's the Avalanche resting some top players against the Kraken at 8 o'clock our time. Otherwise, you've got the Bakersfield Condors rounding out their season with a home-and-home with San Jose on Friday and Saturday this weekend. The Blue Jays today were defeated by actually 3 straight bunts to score the go-ahead run in a 2-1 defeat at the hands of the Milwaukee Brewers. That's your out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73. Again, 4-1 the scoreline here at Rogers Place. Back to Cam and Bob we go for second period action. It's your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit Edmonton'sBestHotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big deal. Not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with black appearance package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
Hey Canada, want to make learning fun? Education Station is your local destination for the best educational toys, games, and resources to help kids grow.
My mom takes me to Education Station because she's invested in my future.
From hands-on activities to brain-boosting games, Education Station makes learning exciting for kids of all ages. Parents and teachers love them too.
Learning is so much fun.
Support local. Visit Education Station in store or online at educationstation.ca.
And inspire a love of learning today.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 4-1 Oilers lead the Canucks as we get set for the second period of play. And the Oilers playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with some of the world's largest jackpots. Last year's combined playoff jackpots that totaled over $57 million. Get your playoff 50-50 tickets now anywhere in Alberta at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. That jackpot, $498,000. As we get ready for the second period, McDavid, Savoy, and Hyman out there with Bouchard and Ekholm and the puck on the right. And it's McDavid into the Canucks zone down the right wing. His pass in front of the net goes through the slot over to the left wing to the point. And it's Ekholm off the left wing boards to Hyman, who's got it on the right. Cycles the puck to Savoy, who had the first period hat trick. Now to Hyman all the way to the line. It goes to Ekholm off the left wing boards behind the net for McDavid. Comes over to the left wing. Pass to the middle. Broken up by Elias Pettersson. And on the left side of Hronek, he'll get it off the boards out to center ice. And it's dumped into the Oilers zone by Jake DeBrusk. Savoy to Ekholm will go behind the net. Edmonton will make a change. As Ekholm in behind the Edmonton goal. He'll come out through the middle of the ice. Ekholm, left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Into the Canucks end. That is poked away from him. It comes out. Podkolzin at his own blue line to Murphy. Through the middle, glances off the skate of Kudryavtsev. And on the right wing, Podkolzin, the former Canuck, to Nugent Hopkins, to Murphy, the shot, and the pad saved by Lankinen. Put towards the net by Nurse, went off of Lankinen. Near the top of the circle, it is cleared out just past Murphy, and it'll be icing against Vancouver. We're 1:18 into the second, 4-1, the Oilers lead.
All right, out-of-town updates for you right here, right now. The Ducks and the Preds are tied 4-4. Tristan Luneau has just scored for Anaheim's first goal of the season. He led the Quebec League in defense scoring a couple years ago. Is having a great year down on their farm team. Macklin Celebrini is lighting up the Jets tonight at 6-1 San Jose, by the way. No score, second, Kings and the Flames.
Off the draw on the Canuck end, gets between the Oiler defense, goes down the ice. Nurse to Murphy. Off the corner on the right, and it gets out to center. Kudryavtsev at his own blue line, gave it away to Henrique. He's got it on the right. Cross ice pass to Nurse in from the left wing point. His shot towards the net and couldn't get through. Blocked in front of the net. It is cleared out by Ogren. Murphy hit back into the Canucks zone on the left wing. Put it behind the net. Marcus Pettersson up the left wing side. Went off of Besser right to Kapanen. And Kapanen spins in the right corner. To Emberson, a shot saved by Lankin. He never saw it. It hit his right pad. And the puck cleared out. Besser at center. Gave it to Bluger. He'll softly dump it in. Ingram will set it behind the net, and it's Emberson up the right wing for Edmonton, off the stick of Colton Dock. Dock chases after on the right side, pokes it in behind the goal. In there is Szymanski. Back to the left wing point, shot by Wallman. That one hit bodies in front of the net, and at the top of the circle, Mueller will get it out, give it to Douglas. Douglas will flip the puck right wing corner. Rantu on the right. Now to Mueller, goes in behind the Edmonton net. One hands it to the line, and it will come out. Williams got it in the neutral zone. 4-1 Oilers lead. We have played 2 minutes, 45 seconds of the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Shot into the Oilers zone. Ekholm waits in behind the net. Now Ekholm comes through the middle of the ice. Gets up to the Oiler blue line. On the left wing, his pass hit the skate of Savoy. Hoglander to get it out to center. Bouchard has it in the neutral zone. He's being pressured on the play. Has to retreat into his own end on the right wing to McDavid. Comes into the Vancouver end, and a penalty coming up is... Williams going to go to the box, and the Edmonton Oilers are going to go on the power play.
Connor's okay. They're checking it. I thought it was Connor initially.
William went right to the box. He's in there now.
Edmonton number 97, minor penalty, tripping.
Williams.
Vancouver number 24, double minor, high stick.
Okay. So
5-on-4 for Edmonton.
Oilers get the power play out of this. So McDavid is going to the box, but William kind of fell on his own, and as he fell, the stick came up and caught McDavid. So there we go. I know he got called on the trip, but I really don't think McDavid's stick had anything to do with it. Although it was in the vicinity.
Yeah. Power plays 1-for-1.
Yeah, that was William kind of all on his own. Anyway,
Connor's leaking, so he's going off.
Yeah, they'll get some repairs. Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Somebody will have to go over and serve the McDavid penalty till he comes back, and it is Trent Frederick. So face off to the right of Lankinen.
Williams tripped on his own.
Yeah, he did.
Never
That's
got
what I mean. His stick was in the vicinity, but it didn't cause the trip. Puck to the line. Puck goes to Bouchard. Tried to shoot it, and that goes off. A stick goes out of play. But the referees don't get a review. They got to call it in real time.
That happens once in a while.
Yep. He sticks in the area. You would think that it was a trip. Face off to the right of Lankinen, so I get it. Puck to the left wing point. Bouchard off the left wing boards. Top of the circle to Nugent Hopkins. Now to put Colson behind the net to Hyman on the right wing for Savoy. To the right wing point to Bouchard. His pass hit a stick. It comes out, and coming back as Nugent Hopkins got there just before Bluger. And Nugent Hopkins on the left wing. 4-1 Edmonton leads. 3:45 gone here in the second. Besser trying to break things up. He does. Got it to Hronek. High in the air and out. Bouchard through the middle. Nice pass. Got it to Hyman. He'll come in. Hyman looks. Goes to the side of the net. Has to go to the left side. Hyman forced to the left to Savoy. Now to Bouchard to Savoy. He's in the slot, goes over to the left wing to Bouchard in the middle on the blue line. Right wing to Nugent Hopkins. Right wing corner to Podkolzin. Trying to cycle that puck to Nugent Hopkins. Taken to the boards by Marcus Pettersson. He'll need some help. So Hyman comes in there. Jams it free to Podkolzin to the right wing point for Bouchard. Off the boards to Podkolzin. Into the corner. Off the stick of Nugent Hopkins. Marcus Pettersson, right corner. Up the right wing. That won't get out. Good work. Podkolzin to keep it in. Left wing corner for Savoy. Left wing point to Nugent Hopkins. He'll go towards the net. A shot off the arm of Lankinen. Puck in the left wing corner and 32 seconds to go in the man advantage. Savoy, left wing to the blue line to Bouchard. Bouchard winds up. He hammers a shot. Lankinen right pad save. Nugent Hopkins with it on the left wing to the blue line to Bouchard. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. A shot. Lankinen the stop. And the puck along the left wing boards. Nugent Hopkins trying to get that thing loose. It does come loose to Hyman. He's in behind the Canuck net now to put Colson to the right wing point. Penalty over in 5 seconds. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins on the left wing. Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. His shot, it's blocked. And out of the box is Carlson. And Carlson got it through the middle and that hit over and goes into the Edmonton zone. Left wing corner, Nugent Hopkins behind the Edmonton net to Wallman. Up the right wing to Podkolzin. He'll direct it in. Edmonton now 1 for 2 on the power play. Oilers with a 4-1 lead here on the Canucks. We're in the second. The pass for Carlson misses him. It's icing against Vancouver. 5:44 gone in the second.
By the way, that's the 5th fight this season for Colton Dach. He had 4 with Chicago. Fought Logan Mailloux twice. We'll have to look forward to that next season when St. Louis comes to town. Kings and the Flames are tied 1-1. Mid-second period, Frost and Byfield the goal scorers. Last score we had was 4-4. Anaheim and the Preds.
Lazar in the right corner of the Canucks zone, over to the left. It goes to the top of the circle, and Carlson's trying to get it out. He does get it by Wallman, and it bounces into Edmonton territory. Emberson in behind the net with Jake DeBrusk right on him. Got it up the right wing, now into the middle of the ice to Lazar. Lazar drops it. Wallman, a shot. Stick saved by Lankinen and steers it over the glass and out of play. We can take a break. 6 minutes and 10 seconds gone here in the second period. 4-1. Oilers lead the Canucks. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings. Until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
In OilCountry, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com, because when you play, all of OilCountry wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings. Until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and old payments, no interest for 1 year. 4-1. Oilers lead the Canucks. 6:10 gone in the second. Matt Savoy with a first period hat trick. Josh Szymanski credited with the Oilers' first goal. Originally credited to Trent Frederick, but Szymanski's second of the year. McDavid wins the draw in the Canucks zone, and getting it out is DeBrusk. Puck along the left wing boards at center ice. McDavid will dump it in. Goes to the right wing. Capping around the boards to McDavid to the left wing. Point to Nurse, but off his stick comes out. Edmonton has to quickly regroup. Nurse runs into Elias Pettersson. And now McDavid's able to shoot it into the zone. Lankinen will stop it behind the net. Right wing corner to Hronek. Middle of the ice to Pettersson. Left wing. Right up the left side to Bouillon. Into the Oiler end was Carlson, but taken to the boards by Murphy. And he can get it to McDavid. Now on the right wing for Roslovic. Shoot it towards the net. Right pad saved by Lankinen. Had to be sharp. And it's DeBrusque to center. The Edmonton product over the line. Höglander through the middle off a skate into the corner. And Nurse will clear it out. Kudryavtsev. Cross on the left to Marcus Pettersson. Wow. Hit hard by Murphy. Oh, that was a big hit by Connor Murphy. The puck at the blue line. Oh, Murphy's got the gloves off. He hammers a couple of lefts to Drew O'Connor, and down to the ice they go.
That was a hard hit.
That was a hard hit. There's a couple of hard lefts, too. Yeah, Murphy with a solid takeout, and O'Connor came in and was looking for it. He found it. We've had a couple of tilts. Oilers with a 4-1 lead here in the second. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. That first left, it landed right on the button.
Yeah, he tagged him good.
He did.
Little bit of the, little bit like when Ladislav Schmid fought Sean Avery in New York, where the Oilers get the extra minor here.
Nothing on the board. It's only one guy in each box, so Oilers need another guy on the ice. There, they sent two. One will do. Yeah, there we go. All right. No, it's even up. 5 each. Face off at center. Bouillon. Left wing. Puck goes into the Oilers zone. Nurse to Doc. Tried to poke it to the middle, following up. Emberson clears it out. Kudryavtsev at center. Shoot it in, cross corner as Emberson stops behind the Edmonton goal. On the left wing for Josh Szymanski. And Szymanski into the Canucks end on the left. Ratu right on him. To the right wing corner, Doc came flying in there and hit Kudryavtsev. The puck on the end boards in the Canucks zone. Nurse on the left wing corner. To Szymanski. Chops it over to the right. Doc to the right wing point to Emberson. Now to Frederick. Top of the circle. Szymanski to Frederick, but it goes off his stick and it comes out. Frederick forced back by Mueller. We'll give the puck to Ekholm on the left wing. Now to McDavid into the Canucks end. Goes to the left wing corner. 4-1 Oilers lead here in the second period. To the left wing point. Ekholm will walk in front of the net. Oh, that just went off the skate of Hyman. Passed through the middle and it misses Besser. Otherwise he would have had a breakaway. Lost an edge too. Bouchard up the left wing. And Savoy didn't touch it. It's icing against the Oilers.
Well, 2 years ago, everything Besser touched went into the net. He had a 40-goal season. He's in the 40s this year, minus 47.
Went off his stick, and then he fell to the ice.
Of course, he is signed long-term here in Vancouver to the tune of a 7-year contract extension at $7.25 million in year one. He's played his entire career in Vancouver. Been a very good player for them for a number of seasons.
Puck to the left wing point. Sent to the corner, and there's Bouchard to get it out. To Savoy, bump it across to Ekholm. Comes into the Canucks zone on the left wing. To the left wing corner. Off of Hyman. Couldn't get it in front of the net. Bouillon off the boards and out. McDavid in the neutral zone. Pressured by DeBrusque. Goes into the Vancouver end. Hronek up the right wing. Has to go back into his own end. And Hronek on the right side. Cross to Bouillon. And he'll get it out through the middle. Hronek on the right. Off of Carlson and in. Matthias Ekholm will find Savoy on the left wing, and he'll shoot it into the Canucks' end. Bouillon, left wing corner. Over to Hronek. 4-1 Edmonton leads. 10:26 to go here in the second period. Long pass on the left. Doesn't work. Brought in. Roslovic drops it to Nugent Hopkins. His pass to Podkolzin. That one just off a stick. Podkolzin recovers. Comes off the right wing. A shot saved by Lankinen, and he holds on as Podkolzin just made a line right to the net. Drilled it on goal. Shots are 20-5 in favor of Edmonton.
Well, the Oilers earlier this year, let's see how good your memory is.
I have no idea.
Won here 3-1. Shots were 38-16 that night for Edmonton, and the 2 goal scores that beat a goalie.
It was October.
Noah Philp.
Yeah.
And Andrew Mangiapane.
Okay.
And then Draisaitl scored an empty netter.
Face off to the left of Lankinen. Nugent Hopkins took the draw, and the puck to the right wing. Hoglander will get it out on the right side off of Rossi. And there's Emberson for Edmonton. On the right wing for Roslovic. Will shoot it in. That went out of play. Yeah. No one knew where that was, but it was gone. We can take a break. We got 9:55 to go in the second period. 4-1. Oilers lead the Canucks. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
I guess you've heard rodent infestations are on the rise. Rodents are everywhere. Homes, cottages, and even businesses. I'm Rachel, a trained expert with Able Pest Control, and I love helping people, like James.
I found rodents at my business, and I know that getting them out is hard, so I called the pros at Able right away.
Smart move, James. We know what to do to get rid of all kinds of pests and protect your home or business, guaranteed.
Able, we're on it.
My name is Rachel with Able Pest Control, and I'm on it.
Spring is around the corner, and it's time for a fresh start behind the wheel at Freedom Ford. Upgrade your drive after winter with a bold new 2026 Ford F-150 or Bronco, built for whatever the season brings. Plus, take advantage of huge deals on remaining 2025 models, including 0% financing, but only while they last. Bring new energy to the new season at Freedom Ford. Visit freedomford.ca to view current inventory or stop by Freedom Ford today.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
4-1 Oilers lead as they host the Canucks. Last game of the regular season. 9:55 to go in the second period. Matt Savoy with the first period hat trick. Evan Bouchard and Connor McDavid each with 3 assists in this game. Face-off outside the Canuck blue line. Kudryavtsev on the right wing. Hoglander on the right to Carlson. Now to Hoglander into the Oiler end. To the right side, Rossi got dumped down. Penalty coming up to Edmonton. Going to be a tripping call as Henrique goes to the box.
Not enough speed on this line right now. They're getting some of their better offensive players out against them. So Vancouver, who's got a good power play, watch out for Jake DeBrusk. He's got 19 power play goals this year. That's third in the National Hockey League. Canucks power play, the best part of their numbers in terms of their team stats. 14th in the league at 21.9%. Edmonton's 21st in the PK at 77.7.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. And off the draw, puck goes to Kasperi Kapanen, comes into the Vancouver end, now across to Nurse. The shot saved by Lankinen, and it's sent up the right wing. Elias Pettersson to center, now to Hronek, into the Oilers zone to Besser. On the right wing point to DeBrusk. Now Pettersson has it. Right wing point for Hronek to Pettersson. Side of the goal to Brusk to Pettersson for Hronek. Then over to the left wing, and on the left wing corner, Rossi, top of the circle, to Besser. Rossi on the left wing point. Into the middle to DeBrusque. Left wing corner, Besser to Rossi to Hronek. On the right to Pettersson. Left wing point to Rossi. To Hronek. A shot, pad save, rebound stopped again by Ingram, and the puck cleared out and down the ice by Szymanski. It's the Vancouver power play, 5 for 9 in the last 3 games.
McDavid out killing here. Just give him something to think about.
Besser on the right wing. At center now dropping the puck. Philip Hronek in on the right to Höglander. On the left goes in behind the Edmonton goal into the corner. Höglander along the boards to the right wing point to Besser. To the middle on the blue line. Now Pettersson across to Besser on the right wing. To Hronek. On the left wing, Rossi to the blue line. Hronek over to Pettersson, and he hammers that over the net, around the glass, and down the ice. Elias Pettersson drills it off the right wing, but misses. Penalty over in 12 seconds. 4-1 Edmonton leads under 8 to go here in the second period. Puck brought in. Carlson on the right, and he missed. Vilander and the puck up near the blue line and getting his stick in there with Szymanski. It comes out. Henrique's back out onto the ice. Canucks 0 for 1 on the power play. Höglander to the left wing corner. Out of the point. Vilander will shoot it, and that one tipped just over the net. And Henrique will get the puck out. And it's in the neutral zone. Right wing for Ogren will shoot it in. Ingram for Ekholm. Has to poke it back behind the goal to Bouchard. Bouchard on the left. And Matthias Ekholm just center ice. Gets over center. Rips the puck in. Doc tried to keep it in. That does come out to the neutral zone. Emerson dumping it in. Oilers wait to get onside. It's in behind the net. Marcus Pettersson, left side to Douglas. He'll float a pass across. And on the right, it's Mueller into the Oiler end. Mueller goes in behind the net to the left wing. Stops in the left wing corner. On the right, he's looking for Ratu. Missed him, though. So Nurse, the right wing for Emerson. Off the right wing boards and out. And Ratu had to go off his skate right to Colton Doc. Doc into the Canucks zone to Nurse. A shot and a right pad saved by Lankinen. Kudryavtsev off the right wing to Ogren. To Ratu. Now across to Mueller. His shot. And that misses the Edmonton goal. And McDavid will get to center ice. Drops the puck for Ekholm. Just into the Vancouver end. Got tied up. Vilander up the right wing for Bluger, and Bluger will shoot it in off the glass. It goes into the corner. Then Bouchard didn't get a lot on it, but now it will find Savoy, and he will get it out. Carlson on the right wing. Off the boards and in behind Ekholm. So Bouchard in the corner will shovel it up the left wing for McDavid. McDavid through the middle to Savoy. Into the Canuck end. Now to Bouchard. The shot off the post. Bouchard just whistled that off the post, stick side on Lankinen. And DeBrusque gets to the neutral zone. To Bluger, but it's stopped at the blue line by Bouchard. And Bouchard into the Vancouver end on the left wing. 4-1, Oilers lead. 5:20 to go in the second period. Puck cleared to center ice, Roslovic. To Wallman. Wallman on the right wing to Podkolzin. Comes into the Vancouver end. On the right to Roslovic. Goes in behind the net. Wraps it in front. Poktungle. Saved by Lankinen. And Lankinen will cover it up. Couple of good chances for the Edmonton Oilers right in front of Kevin Lankinen, but he'll keep it out of the goal. 5:01 to go in the second. 4-1 Oilers lead the Canucks. We'll be right back from Rogers Place at Sport Dealers. The Oilers Radio Network.
Canada's oil sands produce the energy the world needs, but it's the benefits that flow to all parts of our country, like hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas and along the supply chain, and revenue to invest in roads, bridges, our national defense, and more. You see, we're building more than a strong oil sands sector. We're helping to build a stronger Canada. We are Oil Sands Alliance, 5 companies working together to help grow Canada's economy. Learn more at oilsandsalliance.ca.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50/50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and $1 million jackpots, the largest 50/50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50/50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744-517.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Yeah, Rogers plays Cameron along with Bob Stauffer. 4-1. Oilers lead the Canucks. 5:01 to go in the second period.
Troy Terry has scored on the power play. Anaheim in the final 3.5 minutes leads Nashville 5-4. If they win and this score holds up, there's nothing LA can do. Kings will be going to Denver.
Face off to the left of Lankinen as Lazar gets in there to take the draw against Bluger. Puck to the right wing. Capping it to the right wing point for Murphy. Around the boards behind the net to Lazar. Lazar to the right wing. Cycling the puck to Adam Henrique. To the right wing point for Murphy. In behind the net. Just past to Kapanen. Puck cleared out off of Besser at center. Besser across, Kudryavtsev into the Oiler end. His shot off the outside of the net. And Murphy to his partner Nurse. Up the middle of Lazar. Left wing to Kapanen. Off the boards and in. Hronek forced back by Lazar. Left side to Olgren. Poked away from him. Puck to the blue line. Emberson on the right wing to Henrique. His shot towards the net. And that one was blocked by Hronek. Hit him up high. Puck on the left wing. Point. Emberson played in behind the net. And Hronek has it there for Vancouver. With 4 minutes to go here in the second period. 4-1 Edmonton leads.
Shots are 24-8 for the Oilers.
Left side, Douglas will get to center ice for the Canucks. To the end boards as Ratu goes after it. There's Szymanski for Edmonton. Szymanski out through center. Into the Canuck end. Dishes it on the right to Frederick. Over to the left wing, but nobody there for the Oilers. Villander will get to center. Just missed Ratu. Didn't quite get center. It's icing against the Canucks with 3:33 to go in the second. It's a 4-1 Oiler lead.
Down in Calgary, Flames, very good home team. Tied 1-1. Last minute of the first or second period. Wonder this last regular season game for Nashville, who their next GM will be. Sonny Maeda, huge part of Florida's success the last few years, returns to the New Jersey Devils organization to become their general manager.
Line up this face-off here in the Canucks zone to the right of Lankinen, who has been busy. David against Ratu, and Savoy will get it to the left wing point. Ekholm over to Bouchard, right wing corner to McDavid. He's in behind the net, puts it off the back of the goal. Pettersson knocks him down, and the penalty coming up. And Elias Pettersson, the defenseman, is going to the box for the Canucks. And Edmonton will get the third power play.
The way this is going, they are shading McDavid so hard. They don't want to give up the 2 goals for his 50th. Savoy's going to get another open look here. You watch. I'm telling you that right now.
McDavid
Except he's not on the ice. He's not on the power play.
David is set up Matt Savoy. Some beautiful goals here this evening. Savoy with a hat trick. David's got 3 assists. So does Evan Bouchard.
Both Nugent Hopkins and Podkolzin have 19 goals, by the way. Connor's at 48.
Nugent Hopkins wins the draw. Bouchard left wing to Podkolzin. Left wing corner, McDavid. He's going to bring it to the net. Saved by Lankinen. Batted out of the air. Scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins right out of the air makes it 5-1 for Edmonton.
That'll be his 20th goal of the season. McDavid's got 4 assists.
And Edmonton 2 for 3 on the power play. 16:46 would be the time of that one. Yeah, that was up in the air, and Nugent Hopkins just batted it in. And the Oilers have a 5-1 lead.
Hyman and McDavid on the assist of Aaron H's 20th.
Nugent Hopkins bobblehead night. Nugent Hopkins gets his 20th goal. Hronek up the right wing. Center ice to Carlson. Carlson spins to the middle and then shoots it in. Murphy's got to turn back. Goes into the corner with Carlson on him. Henrique up the right wing boards. Pettersson only had it for a moment. And it'll be Nurse to center. He'll dump it in. William in behind his net. For Pettersson, lost the puck to Henrique, out to the slot for Kapanen, shot, he just missed. Puck cleared out by Nurse, it won't be icing. So Nugent Hopkins from Hyman and McDavid, 16:46. It's a 5-1 Oiler lead.
They just backed right off.
Yeah. Nurse through the middle, that went off the stick of Colton Dock. O'Connor forced to the left wing by Szymanski, and Nurse has it in his own end. Off the boards to Doc, to center ice, and Rossi will go into his own end, left wing corner, and the puck cleared out by Pettersson on the right side. The Höglander will shoot it in, and the puck is centered in front. Save made by Ingram. Just got a piece on a redirection. The puck along the right side. And Doc's able to get it to center ice. William on the left wing. Puck flipped in. Höglander goes to the inboards. To the right wing point for Elias Pettersson. He gets run over by Szymanski, who takes the puck. Comes into the Canucks zone. Puts it off the inboard, so it goes in behind the net. Frederick keeps flying in there, but William gets control for the Canucks. And up the left wing, Höglander put it into the Edmonton Oilers bench. And we get the whistle. 1:12 to go here in the second. 5-1 Oilers lead.
Well, we have a final. 5-1 Oilers. 5-4 Ducks over the Predators. So assuming that Edmonton holds this lead, they will play the Anaheim Ducks on Monday night here at Rogers Place. And the LA Kings would travel to Colorado.
Wallman will drift it into the Canucks zone.
And I'd have to say I'd be pretty disappointed if Edmonton was to squander.
I am not saying a word.
Yes.
Colson to the right wing point for Emberson. Now to Nugent Hopkins. To Emberson down the right side. A shot saved by Lankinen. Emberson goes in behind the net. We're into the last minute here in the second. Wallman's pass through the middle, skips off the stick of Podkolzin, and it comes out. Mueller just knock it into the Oiler end. Podkolzin stops behind the goal, now out through the middle. Podkolzin gets the center ice, flips it in. 33 seconds to go in the period. William takes a hard hit by Roslovic. The puck to the left wing corner, a long pass to Besser, and is picked off by Bouchard. Will give it to McDavid. He'll shoot it in. 20 seconds to go in the period. Hronek forced back by Nugent Hopkins. Right wing corner for Bluger. Off the boards. It doesn't get out. Kept in by McDavid. Wraps it on the right side. William through the middle to Bluger. Now on the right to Besser. Got it into the Oiler end on the right wing, and Ogren runs out of time. Second period ends, and the Oilers add to their lead. They're up 4-1 after 20. It's 5-1 here after 40. And Edmonton's only given up 8 shots.
Well, they need to keep that. Just don't give them lots of opportunities. You've done enough to win the game. Looks like you're playing Anaheim.
So far, so good. Through 40, Oilers with a 5-1 lead. Matt Savoy had a hat trick in the first period. Josh Szymanski and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins have also scored for Edmonton. Connor McDavid has 4 assists in this game. 3 assists for Evan Bouchard. And the Oilers, 5-1 leaders here through 40 over the Vancouver Canucks. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by, and they got the intermission for you when we come back. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with black appearance package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Nugent-Hopkins wins the draw. Bouchard left wing to put Colson. Left wing corner McDavid. He's going to bring it to the net. Saved by Lankinen. Batted out of the air. Scores! Ryan Nugent-Hopkins right out of the air makes it 5-1 for Edmonton.
5-1 is where we sit after 40 minutes. Thanks to that Nuge goal. That's the Highlight Zone brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. Another clinical second period. You just look at the shot clock, Rob Brown, and I think it's pretty telling of where most of the play has been. They managed just 3 shots on goal, Vancouver did in that second.
Yeah, my neck's a little sore. I was looking left the entire period, but that fixed it, adjusted it from the first period where I was looking right. This is what you would expect. The Edmonton Oilers are a team that their sights are on winning a Stanley Cup this year, and that they haven't come out and said it, but it's cup or nothing. That's the way they think right now. That's where they are in their evolution of a hockey team. The Vancouver Canucks, they sold off this year. They got rid of a bunch of players. This is a team that is going to, by the looks of it, full rebuild. They've got 8 players in the dress that are dressed tonight under 110 games. They've only got one 30-year-old skater in the lineup. It is a young, inexperienced team, and they have had some success as of late because they have stayed close in hockey games. Their goaltenders have stood. They had a game the other day where they got outshot. I think it was 33-11 by Vegas, but it was a 2-1 hockey game. So there was belief in the game, but the goalie played great. Lankinen wasn't able to give them that kind of game in the first period. Not on him. There were some really pretty goals against him. And then once you fall behind, you're looking up at the scoreboard, and you honestly, the Canucks sitting on that bench are just waiting for the season to end. Mm-hmm. It has not been the season they expected. Their leader, Quinn Hughes, was traded. That was after they had everything with JT Miller and Pettersson last year, and the coach left. And so this is a result that you would expect from both sides. And the Edmonton Oilers, it's funny, Connor McDavid came into this game looking for 2 goals to get 50 for the second time in his career. Well, through 40, he's got 4 assists, 138 points in the Art Ross Trophy for the league's leading scorer. And we still got 20 minutes to go. So, to me, there's 20 minutes. All I'm watching in this third period, Brendan, is can Connor get 2 goals? And will the Oilers stay with good health through the rest of the game?
Yeah, so far so good. Knocking on wood, everybody. Don't worry, we're not jinxing anything up here in the broadcast booth. It's 5-1.
I feel pretty confident, Brendan. I got to be honest with you. I feel pretty confident right now, and that's nothing. This is just a too inexperienced Vancouver Canuck hockey club right now. They're running into an Oiler team that's playing its best hockey of the season, and the Canucks right now are just. They're playing out a string. They've had a nice little stretch. They ran into a good Oiler team tonight, and now it's just 20 minutes let this season end.
Drew O'Connor challenging Connor Murphy to a dust up there, and caught an early left hand in that fight.
Well, I'm not going to ever pretend that I was a fighter in the National Hockey League, but what I do know from experience is if you are jawing and you are asking someone to fight, you're prepared to take a punch. And I think that Drew O'Connor went in, and you could see Murphy said no at first and laughed at him.
Yeah.
He kept jawing at him, and he had his hands down by his side, and Murphy threw the first 2 punches, it might have been the first 3 or 4 punches, and caught him pretty good. So I've learned, and you learn usually when the first punch is in the face, you're like, okay, hands in front of the face, hands in front of the face. I respect Drew O'Connor for going. I mean, Murphy hit one of the Canuck players quite good into the boards, kind of smushed him. Drew O'Connor came off the bench as a good teammate will and went over and challenged Murphy. I give him credit for that. I give credit to Murphy. You're taking the fight. You don't have to. I mean, there's nothing for Murphy to gain, and actually the risk reward. I mean, this is the last game of the season before the playoffs. You don't want to break your hand. Yeah. And as he's sitting in the box, I'm watching him stretch his hand out. I'm like, okay, don't be broken. So I give credit to both those. But Drew O'Connor, he went in with his hands by his side. That is a lesson you will learn, and it only takes one punch to the face for you to remember that the rest of your career.
Yeah, I suppose so. 5-1 the score line. It was Josh Szymanski in the first period that opened the scoring, a play that was originally credited to Trent Frederick, but Szymanski gets his second from Colton Dock and Evan Bouchard. Matt Savoy's first of the game, his 16th of the year, made it 2-0 before Edmonton's own Ty Mueller responded for the Canucks. It was 2-1 at that point. Savoy would then answer. Those two actually teammates for a very brief period of time with the Sherwood Park Crusaders, a year that I happened to be calling their games. Their third line mate, you ask, between Ty Mueller and Matt Savoy? Dylan Guenther. Interestingly enough,
he's pretty good too.
That was the COVID year that they had some extenuating circumstances that gave them quite a bit of talent. But yeah, good for Mueller to make it to the show and get his first. Savoy gets his 17th of the year on the power play, and then his 18th in the first period to make it 4-1. Nugent Hopkins' 20th of the year. That was the only scoring in the middle frame. Zach Hyman getting an assist there. Connor McDavid's 90th assist of the season. So he is, as Rob alluded to, well on his way to another Art Ross trophy, and he's actually won it. It'll become official when this game ends. And Anaheim, we'll mention as well, Rob, has officially knocked off the Predators as well. So we're watching the Kings game to see what happens, but I believe it's going to be Edmonton Ducks.
Yeah, it's Edmonton Ducks. The LA Kings blew a chance the other night against the Canucks where they went into overtime and gaining just the loser point, not getting the second point. They didn't control their destiny anymore. So whatever they did in Calgary tonight meant nothing if Anaheim and Edmonton went ahead of them, which they both, Anaheim already has, Edmonton well on their way. So the LA Kings are going to be playing in Colorado, and they're going into a division with Colorado, Minnesota, and Dallas, the 3 strongest teams in the Western Conference. And the Anaheim Ducks, and I do believe it is Monday, the Anaheim Ducks will be playing here in Edmonton on Monday. About a month ago, you and I were talking about games, a series I'd like to see. That's a series I want to see. Now, I believe the Oilers, and I work for the team, and I watch all their games. I believe the Oilers, it is a series they should win, but I also believe that is the most entertaining series that you could get in the Pacific Division. I think Anaheim, they can score. They make a lot of mistakes. They've got some aggressive players, some physicality. I mean, Gudas didn't play tonight for Anaheim, but we saw what he did to Matthews already this year, knocked him out of the season. So, to me, from an entertainment value, the Anaheim Ducks and the Edmonton Oilers is the series that I want to see in the first 2 rounds. To me, that is the most exciting series you can get.
20 minutes separating Edmonton from the playoffs. What do you want to see in this final frame from a group that's dominating the shot clock, the hit column, and the scoreboard?
I want to see 18 skaters finish the game healthy and a goaltender finish the game without breaking a sweat. This is going to be, my guess is a no-hitter, the final 20 minutes. I think both teams realize where this game is right now. The Oilers will roll all four lines. The only real excitement, if you want to get on the edge of your seat for the final 20, is if Connor McDavid scores a goal in the first 10 minutes of this period. Because then all of a sudden, now the 50 watch is on, and everybody in this rink right now knows that Connor McDavid needs 2 goals in the third period. Now, for a lot of players, that'd be a tall order. For Connor McDavid, that's a good shift. So it is even though he's got the 4 assists in this game, and really he's had one good look early in the game. He just needs a shift, a moment. Vancouver Canucks do not have the defense they used to have. Connor McDavid has had his way offensively in this game. So the 50 watch is still on, despite the fact he's still at 48 through 2 periods.
We are at the second intermission. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey. The out-of-town scoreboard is next on the Oilers Radio Network.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Connect with the MS community in person or virtually with the Edmonton Jamin Built MS Walk on May 31st. Take action and create impact. Get details, register, and donate at mscanada.ca. Then get ready to bust a gut as the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival returns to Kinsman Park July 17th and 19th with Aziz Ansari, Pete Davidson, Ronnie Chen, and more. Tickets on sale now.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Imperial Oil is apologizing after roughly 843,000 liters of bitumen emulsion leaked from one of its pipelines near the border with Saskatchewan. It took place last week, roughly 32 kilometers northwest of Cold Lake. A spokesperson from Imperial Oil says no impacts to wildlife or open water bodies have been identified at this time as the cleanup work continues. Stettler RCMP east of Red Deer say they ended up making an arrest after being called late last night about threats posted on Snapchat against students at a local school. Charges of uttering threats are now pending against a youth who was still in custody at last report. A 10-day truce between Israel and Lebanon is underway in the Middle East after weeks of fighting in the region. U.S. President Donald Trump announced the deal, although the ceasefire does not include Hezbollah by name. And Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen, small and alone in the vastness of space, but powerful together. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
It's game on at City Ford.
With a highlight reel lineup of Ford favorites, save up to 10 grand on Escapes, Bronco Sports, and on full-size Broncos.
Plus $20,000 on F-150s and 0% financing options are available on 2026 Ford F-150s.
Score a playoff push caliber deal today and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Mexico.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
5-1 Edmonton through the first 40 minutes here. We're down to the final 20 of the regular season, and it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. This is all but official in the first round now. Anaheim has beaten the Predators, so they are locked into, I would think, position 3 in the Pacific. Edmonton with a win would take position 2 and host the Ducks. The Kings and Flames are tied at 1 in Calgary. The record holder, I should say, for the San Jose Sharks. 115 points. He passed Jumbo Joe Thornton today with a couple of points in that 6-1 victory. That's the out-of-town scoreboard. This is At the Intermission. We'll get you to the final period of hockey in the regular season. Playoffs right around the corner, my friends. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
At Brandt, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support. Parts when you need them. And financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brandt dealer to book your demo today.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Oilers and Canucks getting ready for the third period. 5-1 Oilers lead. And tonight's Oilers playoff 50-50 presented by Rogers in support of Every Kid Deserves a Shot. Building a future where every kid can be inspired and reach their full potential, both on and off the ice. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50 for more chances to win. Total jackpot $564,000 right now. All right, we dropped the puck. We're underway as Ekholm will rip the puck into Vancouver territory. It goes into the right wing corner. Hyman up against the boards. Trying to jar that thing loose. It does come loose to the middle, and it's brought out to center. And on the right wing, Carlson will dump it in. Ingram slows it down. Left side is Pettersson. Got it to the left wing corner. The pass by Carlson could not get it through to Elias Pettersson. Puck to the middle. DeBrusk shot blocked by Ekholm. He'll flip it up, and it goes right to Zach Hyman. In on the offside. Didn't touch it, though. Bouillon will get it out. To DeBrusk, and he shoots it in. We're just underway here in the third. 5-1 Oilers lead Vancouver. Nurse on the right wing. Through center, Marcus Pettersson breaks it up. Give it to Ogren. He'll dump the puck to the left wing corner. It's along the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Nurse behind the goal to Murphy. Long bank pass to Roslovic. Play the puck into the corner. Marcus Pettersson stops along the boards for Vancouver. Up the right wing to center ice. And Ogren, forced back, has to go into his own end and in behind the net, and he'll drop it off there to Pettersson. And Marcus Pettersson in front of his net. On the right wing, up to Douglas, directs it in. Ingram sets it. Emberson around the boards. Szymanski is able to just tip it into the Vancouver zone. Vilander up the right wing, and the puck does come out to center ice, where Pettersson will shoot it in. And that's the Elias Pettersson. Up to center is Doc, and he's able to roll it in on the backhand. He'll go after it. It's in behind the net. Vilander was taken to the end boards. Spinning around. Henrique's got it on the left to Nurse. His shot. Didn't get a lot on it. Didn't get through. And Henrique in the left wing corner. Around to the right wing point for Murphy. Murphy on the boards to Doc. To the blue line, to Nurse, across the one-timer, and that one blocked in front of the net after Kapanen drilled it, and he hit Pettersson. It's in behind the net. Kapanen on the left wing into the slot, just missed Lazar on the right wing point. Nurse to Lazar, his shot hit a leg, goes into the left wing corner. Lazar along the boards to the line. Henrique off the right wing for Lazar. Going to the right wing corner. Vilander right on him. Puck comes across. The shot by Kapanen misses off the glass, and it goes down the ice. Ingram can leave it to Nurse. Reverses it to McDavid on the left wing. 3:40 or 2:45 gone here in the third.
Oilers have already gone through complete
icing
rotation.
Vancouver. Yep. They're up 5-1. Be a face-off in the Vancouver zone.
So if this score holds, and like if we were on the decision desk for CBC,
yes,
we would declare Edmonton a winner by this point. But
we're not doing anything of the sort.
We don't do those sort of things.
We don't do those things.
Even though those early Atlantic Province returns are in.
Face off to the right of Lankinen. Puck to the line, just past Bouchard and out. Bouchard starts a rush up the right wing. And at center, they'll shoot it in. Off the boards, Ekholm to McDavid. Left wing in front of the net. Just missed Hyman for the tap in. Puck on the right side. McDavid now to Savoy. A shot saved by Lankinen. Savoy for McDavid behind the goal. McDavid over to the right wing. Out to Hyman. Shot didn't get through. William goes in behind the net for Hronek for the Canucks on the left wing. And Hronek got it to center ice, shot to the Edmonton blue line by Carlson, and Bouchard through the middle, just off of Hyman. And Pettersson on the left wing for Höglander. Into the Oiler end on the left side. Elias Pettersson on the left wing, then lost it to Nugent Hopkins. Emberson, right wing in his own end. Bounces it out. Comes back to Emberson, though. For Wallman on the left wing, across to Emberson. Just over 4 minutes gone here in the third. 5-1, Oilers lead. Puck shot into the Canucks zone. Kudryavtsev in behind the net. On the left, off of Höglander. Podkolzin could pick it up there. And scoop it around to the left wing point. And Elias Pettersson gets it out to center ice for Vancouver. Höglander back to Kudryavtsev, but missed him, so it'll go to the netminder Lankinen. And on the left wing, now to Ogren. He'll pull it off the left wing boards. Cross ice pass to Brock Besser. Steers it into Edmonton territory. On the right wing, Murphy chops it off the right wing boards and out. And it goes into the Vancouver zone. Vilander up the left wing for Ogren. Into the Oiler end. Stops on the left wing boards. For Elias Pettersson, left wing to Besser, couldn't handle it, went through his skates, and Frederick comes the other way, in over the Vancouver line to the net, a shot, and off the blocker of Lankinen. The puck along the boards inside the Vancouver zone. Top of the circle, and Frederick hit it go off of Bluger and out. Bouchard retreats to behind his net as the wave whips around here at Rogers Place. 5-1 Oilers lead. Here in the second, 5.5 gone. Long pass to Lazar, taken to the boards by Hronek. Douglas got the loose puck, chopped over on the left for Ratu. Cross-ice pass that almost went into the Oiler bench with some heat, but it goes into the Oilers zone, and Ekholm will get it out and down. Lankinen has to play it to Bouillon on the left through the middle to Mueller. Across to Hronek, still inside Vancouver territory.
30-8 are the shots for the Oilers here. 14 minutes left in this game.
Bouillon, left wing to Carlson. Into the Oiler end, just over the line. Rims on the right. Connor to the blue line to Kudryavtsev to the middle. A shot save made by Ingram. That one changed direction, but it is cleared out by McDavid. And Hyman will get to it first in the Vancouver zone. He's in the right wing corner, taken up against the boards. We still got it tied up in the Vancouver zone. Finally get it free for a moment anyway, and Savoy to the left wing point, and Ekholm had to work hard to keep it in on that left side. Gave it to Hyman, left wing corner to Savoy, to the point to Ekholm. It skipped off, his stick comes out. We'll go back to get it, over to Bouchard, now to Ekholm. Just about 7 minutes gone here in the third. 5-1, Edmonton leading Vancouver, last game of the regular season. Matthias Ekholm, left wing to Roslovic, into the Vancouver end, dropping it, puck goes into Nugent. Hopkins, a shot blocked. He got it in front of the net, but it goes into the high slot, up to the line, off the stick of Höglander and out. Wallman inside his own zone. To Nugent Hopkins. Into the Vancouver end. For Podkolzin on the right is pass in front of the net. Hit a stick, comes back to Podkolzin. He's got it in the left wing corner. Up against the boards with DeBrusk to the right wing point for Emberson. Right wing corner to Podkolzin into the middle of the ice. But Höglander on the right wing for Elias Pettersson, who will go in behind the net. And Pettersson gets checked. Roslovic, top of the circle, into the corner to Podkolzin. Left wing to Szymanski. To the top of the circle in the Vancouver end. Right wing point, now to Murphy. Murphy into the slot for Szymanski. He's trying to go towards the goal. A backhand doesn't get through. He's still got it, though. Right wing point for Murphy. Right wing to Frederick. Will go to the corner. He'll stop. Frederick to the blue line for Murphy. Across the line for Frederick on the right wing. Top of the circle to Nurse. Across to Murphy. In front of the net. Doc scores! Colton Doc chopped it towards the net. It makes it 6-1 Edmonton.
Gordie Howe hat-trick for Colton Doc tonight. Gotta love that, don't you?
Yeah, you do. 8:20 time of the goal for Doc. As he gets his 5th of the season. Had an assist on the first goal. Had a tilt earlier in the game. As he got into it with Elias Pettersson. And the Oilers up 6-1 here on the Canucks. In the neutral zone, went over the stick of Kapanen. Ratu is able to shoot it in. It'll bounce on goal into the glove of Ingram. He'll hold on to it. We'll get the whistle. We can take a break. 8 minutes, 36 seconds gone here in the third. 6-1. Oilers lead the Canucks. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Hey Canada, want to make learning fun? Education Station is your local destination for the best educational toys, games, and resources to help kids grow.
My mom takes me to Education Station because she's invested in my future.
From hands-on activities to brain-boosting games, Education Station makes learning exciting for kids of all ages. Parents and teachers love them too.
Learning is so much fun.
Support local. Visit Education Station in store or online at educationstation.ca.
And inspire a love of learning today.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 6-1 Edmonton leads as they host the Canucks. We played 8:36 of the third period. Matt Savoy has a hat trick. Connor McDavid has 4 assists. 3 assists to Evan Bouchard. Colton Dach has a Gordie Howe hat trick. We got a lot going on here tonight. Wallman on the left wing, through the middle to Lazar. Left side to Henry, into the Vancouver end. Off the boards to Lazar. He's in behind the goal, stops, trying to shake off Mueller. Mueller and Kapanen get in there. The puck gets into the skates of Henry, goes to the left wing point. Wallman, a shot, doesn't get through. Hronek will go in behind the net for the Canucks. The left wing to Ratu, he got it out. The assist by Murphy and Nurse on that goal by Dog. Hronek just inside his own blue line for Vancouver. Hronek through the middle, off of Carlson's skate, right to Matt Savoy. Comes into the Canucks zone. He gets it across to Hyman. Tried to get a shot through. He couldn't. It was blocked. Cleared out by Carlson. McDavid at center ice. Now into the Vancouver zone on the right wing. A backhand that just missed. Ekholm, his shot pad saved by Lankinen. Puck on the right wing point. Bouchard to McDavid. Right wing just went past Savoy. It's rimmed. It goes to the line where McDavid keeps it in. To the corner. Hyman taken to the boards. It goes to the blue line. McDavid to Hyman. He's in behind the net. Dodges the hit. Gets up against the boards with Kudryavtsev. And Hyman on the left wing for McDavid to the left wing point. Bouchard takes it off the boards in front to Savoy. Save made by Lankinen on a redirection by Matt Savoy. 9:47 to go here in the third. 6-1 Oilers lead the Canucks. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EMCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch boosh bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
More ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 9:47 to go in the third. 6-1 Edmonton leading Vancouver. Face off to the left of Lankinen. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Puck to the right wing point. Nurse spinning off the right side, off the boards. Elias Pettersson up the right side, won't get it out. It's Nugent Hopkins into the corner. Now to Podkolzin to Nugent Hopkins, top of the circle on the left. In behind the net to Roslovic. Roslovic going to the right wing. He'll get it in front to Podkolzin, saved by Lankinen, and he covers it up as Vasily Podkolzin. Got that offering from Roslovic right in front of the net. Oilers continue to pressure Vancouver. They're out shooting them 32-10.
Let's go back to 1986, dropping a little outfield on us here, Ken.
Nice touch.
It's right in your wheelhouse. I only had one chin back then.
Puck to the right wing point. Nurse to the right wing corner. His pass in front to Podkolzin. He put it on goal. Lankinen kept it out. And out to center comes Mueller. To the right wing corner. Mueller then could not get control. Nurse will stop behind the net for Connor Murphy. Left wing to center. Nugent Hopkins down to Roslovic into the Canucks zone for Podkolzin. To Roslovic, left wing corner. He'll float it to the line. Wallman will blast it. It hit Douglas. It comes out. Douglas got a partial break, but Murphy's going to catch him, and he takes him to the boards. And it'll go in behind the Edmonton net. And on the right wing is Nugent Hopkins. Off the right wing boards just to the Vancouver line. Pettersson put it through the middle. And it's Wallman in his own zone. Ty Emberson to Jake Wallman. Wallman at center, flipping it into the right wing corner. Marcus Pettersson, left wing for Höglander. Höglander will just lift it into the Oiler end. Doc will leave that to Emberson, to Wallman. Helps around. Frederick let it go out of the Edmonton zone. Marcus Pettersson shoots it in. And they were on, the Canucks were offside. They're going to move that one all the way down into the Canucks zone to the left of Lankinen. 8:02 to go in the third. 6-1 Edmonton leads. If it holds, the Oilers play the Ducks in the first round, and the Oilers would have home ice.
Which is different than that heartbreak back in 2017 where Edmonton went into Anaheim, won the first two games of the series, including a 2-goal performance from Adam Larsson in Game 2. Then the Ducks came back here, built up a 3-0 lead. In Game 3, Oilers made it 3-3. Ducks ended up winning. Ducks won a game in overtime to send it to Game 5. Oilers were up 3-0. Ducks came back in Game 5, won in overtime. Then Leon Draisaitl, 3 goals, 5 points in Game 6 here at Rogers Place. Oilers lost 2-1 in Game 7.
Lazar down the left wing in the Canucks zone. His pass in front of the net. That went off the side of the goal. Chance for Henrique, but it gets cleared out.
And as you know, that was unscripted. Not that it left an indelible impression on my mind, to quote a prominent Los Angeles police officer. That series.
Lazar will shoot it in. O'Connor will get it around the boards to Carlson. Clear it out for Vancouver. Murphy has it at the Edmonton blue line.
People forget Game 5 of that series. That 3-0 lead Edmonton had. The Oilers a lot.
Turned over. Szymanski has it left wing. Taken to the boards by Ogren. It's top of the circle, and it's Besser to center ice. Besser into the Oilers zones. Pass through the middle. Swatted out of the zone by Frederick.
Both Chris Russell and Andre Sekera got hurt in that Game 5. The Oilers were down to 4D in the double overtime.
Hronik on the left wing to Bouillon.
Corey Perry with the winner.
He'll come into the Oiler end in front of the net. Bluger had his stick lifted. It goes into the right wing corner. Bluger behind the Edmonton goal, then pinned by Emberson. On the right to Besser to the right wing point. Hronik shot off the skate of Doc. Besser to the left wing point for Bouillon. To the right for Hronik. Down to Ogren. A shot misses on the short side. Doc couldn't get it out. Besser kept it in. It comes in front of the net all the way to the point. Bouillon, a shot. He just whistled it wide. Ogren to the right wing side. To Brock Besser to the point. Hronik on the right. His pass picked off by Doc. He'll come into the Vancouver end down the left wing to the left wing corner. Dock in behind the net, taken to the boards by Booyam. Under 6 to go in the third. 6-1 Edmonton leads. Puck turned over in the slot, so Hyman on the left just looking for McDavid. Instead, Hronek got it to the line, and now on the right wing point, McDavid. Right wing boards to Hyman. To the blue line to Bouchard to McDavid in the slot. He goes over to the left wing, taps it in front. It gets to Bouchard. Now to McDavid. His centering pass hit a body and the puck cleared out.
Bouchard wasn't shooting that. He was trying to get McDavid number 49.
Right wing to McDavid. Across to Hyman to the net. His shot just goes wide.
The players care more about McDavid getting 50 than Connor does.
Puck cleared down. It's icing against Vancouver. Yes, they do. Trying hard to get him a goal.
Like Bouchard had a goal if he shot the puck.
Well, it's 6-1.
You won the scoring race for the D.
Yep. Yeah, McDavid centered it, and Hyman or Savoy were both kind of tied up and weren't able to get a stick on it. Hronek's got it in the right wing corner of the Vancouver zone. Get it out off of Curtis Douglas. Nugent Hopkins inside the Edmonton blue line, stripped of it by Mueller, and then he got run over by Murphy, and Douglas will try to wrap it in Brown. It comes in front of the net, saved by Ingram. He will cover it as the Canucks get a chance. We got 4:56 to go here in the third. 6-1 Oilers leading the Canucks. We'll be right back from Rogers Place, Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Canada's oil sands produce the energy the world needs, but it's the benefits that flow to all parts of our country, like hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas and along the supply chain, and revenue to invest in roads, bridges, our national defense, and more. You see, we're building more than a strong oil sands sector. We're helping to build a stronger Canada. We are Oil Sands Alliance, 5 companies working together to help grow Canada's economy. Learn more at oilsandsalliance.ca.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 6-1 Edmonton leads. 4:56 to go in the third as they host the Canucks. Last game of the regular season. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off to the left of Connor Ingram. Höglander on the right wing to the blue line to Kudryavtsev. That skips off his stick. It comes out. He got back to it. Tight turn on the right to Höglander. Off the boards and in. Murphy to Nurse. To the line, went off of Kudryavtsev to Dock. He'll go across to Trent Frederick. Now to Colton Dock into the Vancouver end. To the left wing corner of Kudryavtsev. And Elias Pettersson. His own end to Kudryavtsev behind the net. 4:20 to go here in the third. 6-1. Canucks are trailing the Edmonton Oilers. Emberson on the right wing, off of Kapanen to the middle of Wallman. Wallman into the Canuck end on the right wing. Off the right wing boards and behind the net to Lazar. He gets pinned in the corner. He's in his skates. Comes free on the left. O'Connor got it out for Vancouver. Henrique will slide that back to Ty Emberson. Emerson on the right in his own end. Wallman behind the net to Emberson. And Emberson, left wing to Jake Wallman. Up in the air and out through the skates of Villander, and he'll go in behind his net over to the right wing. To Besser, now to center ice. Left wing for Ogren. Ogren will shoot it in. Ingram put it up on the glass. It goes off the glass, goes out of play. 3:20 to go here in the third. 6-1 Edmonton leads.
You know, doesn't care that he's not going to get to 50 goals?
No. You're right.
He's won the Art Ross, 80 assists.
The important thing was the team got will get, hopefully, 2 points. And
you're willing to concede that with 3:20 left?
Yeah. You know how I roll. I'm not assuming anything. But it is looking a little that way. For the Oilers to have home ice in the first round. Face off to the left of Ingram. Nugent Hopkins taking the draw against Bluger. It goes to Emberson behind the net on the right to Roslovic. He'll get it out. Williams' pass hits a stick, and Emberson can follow the play to Roslovic in over the line on the right. His shot off the arm of Lankinen goes to the left wing point. Wallman on the left side. To Roslovic, left wing corner. But Colson, his pass through the slot all the way to the right wing point. Emberson keeping it in. Behind the net to Roslovic, right wing corner. But Colson now to Nugent Hopkins to the blue line. Emberson shot saved by Lankinen. The rebound goes into the right wing corner. And it's Nugent Hopkins on the right wing boards. To Put Colson. Now to Roslovic. Won't get a shot. Booyam got the puck loose. Hronek now along the boards. It'll roll right to Lankinen. He's going to cover it. 2:34 to go here in the third. 6-1 Edmonton leads. But a good shift there for Nugent Hopkins, Podkolzin, and Roslovic.
Now, it's going to be interesting because I think we both think there's a chance Leon plays on Monday, especially with the last series starting. That's going to work to Edmonton's advantage. Where's he play? Who comes out?
Oh, that's difficult.
Maybe Lazar. And what about Dickinson? Does Dickinson, I think you don't have to rush Dickinson based on how Szymanski's playing.
Yeah. Josh Szymanski's been very good.
I mean, I think you could see Lazar coming out, right? And Leon coming in.
All right. Douglas will direct it into the Oilers zone. Ratu centering pass off the stick of Ingram. He covers it. 2:15 to go into third. Face off.
Do you play Leon with RNH and Roslovic? And play Podkolzin and Kapanen with Henrique?
Yeah.
Are you using Podkolzin enough? He had 19 goals and was a major 5-on-5 plus player this year.
Pedersen on the left point, a shot off of Frederick. And it's behind the Edmonton goal, and it'll find Murphy on the left wing. Murphy, center ice, will dump it in. Into the right wing corner, Marcus Pedersen. Into the middle of the ice, gave it to Mueller. One hands it over to Ratu. Into the Oiler end to Mueller, slides off a check, then lost it behind the net to Murphy. Murphy for Adam Henrique. He got it out. And Frederick has to go back into the Oiler end with Elias Pettersson on him, and it's in behind the Edmonton goal to Nurse. Minute and a half to go here in the third. 6-1 Edmonton leads. Henrique to Murphy, but that went off the boards, comes into the slot. Hoglander to DeBrusk. He'll go in behind the net, over to the right. A shot that was blocked, and it goes down the ice. Lankinen's got to play it, as Kapanen would have been the first one down to it. Up to Pettersson, he'll shoot it in. Ingram got it to the corner, puck along the boards. DeBrusk to the top of the circle. Got it to the left side as he cycles it. To Elias Pettersson to the right wing point. Last minute here in the third. 6-1 Edmonton leading. Near the top of the circle, cleared out by Kapanen. Booyam in behind the net. Booyam on the right to Hronek. Now through the middle to O'Connor into the Oiler end. Puck goes into the left wing corner. Left wing point. William to Hronek. 30 seconds to go. William to Hronek off his leg. It's behind the net. O'Connor for Vancouver. Checked by Emberson. Puck goes top of the circle. Roslovic into the middle to Podkolzin. He'll get to center ice. 15 seconds left. Podkolzin into Canuck territory. Cross ice to Nugent-Hopkins. In front of the net. That goes off of Lankin and sent to the blue line. Wallman on the right wing point. Now to Podkolzin. Podkolzin a shot. That misses. And the game's over. Edmonton wins it 6-1 over the Vancouver Canucks. The Oilers will host Anaheim in the first round of the playoffs starting on Monday. As Edmonton wins this one going away, they outshoot the Canucks 35-11. Matt Savoy with a hat trick. Connor McDavid, 4 assists, 3 assists for Evan Bouchard. The Gordie Howe for Colton Dach. And Edmonton will take second spot in the Pacific Division with the win here tonight at Rogers Place.
Oh, good performance. No question about it. Solid. Played like a team that had something to play for. And, you know, we've been on the other end of those things. You know, the Oilers were in a bit of a rebuild, so I have some empathy for Vancouver. Remember, the Oilers lost the game 8-2 and maybe 8-1, 8-2 in Anaheim at the end of the year. Rod Phillips, the last game that he called during the 9-10 season. So, well, anyways, let's be ready and see Edmonton ready for Anaheim. It's going to be a tough series.
Look forward to that. The games between the Oilers and the Ducks have been highly entertaining. So we're looking forward to that as the Oilers and the Ducks will get going on Monday. Edmonton with home ice. But the Oilers in this one tonight knew what the deal was. To solidify second place, well, needed a point, but a win is far better. And they came out with good conviction, really, from the start of this game.
No question.
You could see it in their game all the way through this. And when you hold a team to 11 shots as it sits right now, your chances are pretty good you're going to end that game with a victory. And that's what happened here tonight for the Oilers. And Matt Savoy, how about that hat trick here tonight? His first hat trick in the National Hockey League. He'll end the season with 18 goals and 19 assists for his rookie year. He was 11th in rookie scoring coming into tonight's action. And Savoy with a solid night here. Of course, Connor McDavid will win the Art Ross. Had 4 assists tonight. 138 points on the year for Connor McDavid. As two of those setups to Matt Savoy were just amazing. Putting him at the side of the net, basically a wide open net from an angle, mind you, but still. But great setup by Connor McDavid on 3 of those goals for Matt Savoy. And Evan Bouchard just continues to
what a year he's
put up numbers. Or 3 assists, or 95 points on the year.
Yeah.
That's a solid year for Evan Bouchard. Finished first in defenseman scoring in the National Hockey League. So another great night for Evan Bouchard here at Rogers Place as the Oilers win it 6-1 over the Vancouver Canucks. And we can head downstairs. Aidan Gannam standing by with Matt Savoy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Matt, 3-goal performance from one period, depth contributions up and down the lineup. Just take me through your team's game tonight.
Yeah, we knew we needed to win tonight to claim home ice advantage. So big one for our group, and happy with 2 points.
You guys are going up against the Anaheim Ducks. First time since 2016-17. You're St. Albert native. You obviously know the history there. Just what do you think about that upcoming matchup?
Excited for our group. I know we've been building towards this time all year. So our group's looking forward to it.
Thanks, Matt.
Perfect. Thank you,
guys.
There we go. Aidan Gannam downstairs with Matt Savoy. And the Oilers win this one 6-1 over the Vancouver Canucks. And looking ahead to the playoffs, the Anaheim Ducks, what type of series you expect?
Well, I got a lot of respect for what Anaheim's got. I've got 4 great young big forwards, right? Leo Carlsson, Mason McTavish. We saw him during the World Juniors here in Edmonton make a great play that helped Canada win a gold medal. Those guys, and Mason McTavish has had a good close to the season. Those guys down the middle. Cutter Gauthier is a 40-goal scorer, and Bennett Seneca might be the best pure offensive player on that team. They got older veteran support guys like Killorn. He scored tonight to help them out. Granlund had a hat trick in here, all in the power play earlier this year. They got a little bit of toughness with a guy like Jeff Viel. And then you look in the back end, and they got some physicality. Jacob Trouba is a big banger. And then they've also got Radko Gudas. And they got some guys that can move the puck, right? Like Jackson Lacombe is, he's the number one. Good. He's a number one NHL defenseman. Zellweger can move it a bit. Minchikov can move it from the back end. And then you got Lucas Stochtal.
They got a goalie.
He's been a little up and down this year against Edmonton, but it's going to be. I will say this: I like that Edmonton starts at home because I think it increases the probability of Leon Draisaitl starting the series. The Oilers don't have to travel, and I'm going to be very intrigued to see how the Oilers medical team handles Draisaitl because Leon has got the pain threshold of a cadaver. He's going to force himself to play, and so this is going to be super intriguing to watch this matchup.
Looking forward to it. Fun night here at Rogers Place. 6-1 Oilers defeat the Canucks.
We're doing the series together?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it is good. Connor McDavid had 4 assists, 3 goals for Matt Savoy, 3 assists for Evan Bouchard, Gordie Howe hat trick for Colton Dach, and Edmonton finishes the regular season 41-30-11. They will face the Anaheim Ducks in the first round of the playoffs starting Monday here at Rogers Place. Looking forward to that, and looking forward to our Rogers postgame show, which is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers postgame show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Adam McDavid down the right wing to the right corner in front. Scores! Hat trick goal for Matt Savoy. And it's 4-1 Edmonton, and Hats raining down on the ice here at Rogers Place.
The Century Casino Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casino. All in all games all season. Century Casino's 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Oilers take care of business tonight against Vancouver. Edmonton with a not really a surprising 6-1 victory. The Oilers needed the win to secure second spot in the Pacific Division. They did. On a night in which Matt Savoy got his first NHL hat trick. From the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, this is a Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Get ready. Soon you'll be able to take the excitement of River Cree Resort and Casino with you wherever you go. For over 20 years, River Cree has been your favorite, most trusted place to play. Now, the excitement is coming online. River Cree Resort and Casino online gaming is coming soon. Your favorite games, anytime, anywhere, available 24/7.
From our house to yours. Excitement? Bet on it. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense. For more information, visit rivercreeresort.com.
Ruth's Chris is here to guarantee your next fine dining experience sizzles. Relax and unwind while enjoying your next momentous occasion or night on the town in complete comfort. Savor in their superb primetime menu featuring your choice of 2 or 3 delectable courses, including mouthwatering petit filet, exquisite stuffed chicken breast, and more, starting at only $75. And remember, if it doesn't sizzle, send it back.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Savoy to McDavid, over the line to the middle, pass Savoy, scores! Matt Savoy makes it 3-1 Edmonton.
He ended up getting the hat trick afterwards, and that is the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance Goal of the Game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Welcome back, everybody. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. This is the Rogers postgame show, and the smart play of the game is brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with all natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the all natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. Connor McDavid, and they were shading him. I mean, they wanted to, McDavid was going for 48, but created lots of looks tonight, ended up with 4 assists, and that's part of tonight's story. Wins the Art Ross Trophy with 138 points. Here's our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown, for his assessment of tonight's game.
Well, it's hard to completely assess that game. As the Vancouver Canucks, that was a glorified American Hockey League team right now. And I know that we've been through this in Edmonton. We saw the rebuild. We saw some dark years here where the Oilers, had a handful of legitimate NHL players and a lot of players that were fringe players. And right now, this Canuck team has 8 players that have under 110 NHL games. They got only one 30-year-old in their 18 skaters. It was inexperienced, especially on the back end, and the Edmonton Oilers made them pay. But give the Oilers credit. This was an important hockey game, and they took the will of a young Canuck team away early in the hockey game. The shots are 35-12. I think it was very similar to that a couple weeks ago with Vegas and Vancouver, but they got saves, and eventually it was just a 2-1 Vegas win. Tonight, the Oilers they threw everything at Lankin, and he didn't have a chance on those goals. McDavid was dancing. Savoy benefited, but he put the puck in the back of the net, and the Edmonton Oilers finished the season playing the proper way. This is another 1 goal against game. Now, again, it's the Canucks and a beat-up lineup, but you give the Oilers credit. They didn't give up anything. There was one really pretty goal that the Canucks scored on a nice play, but other than that, Connor Ingram had a very quiet night, and that's a good thing for the Oilers going into the playoffs feeling good about themselves.
The Oilers outshot Vancouver 37-12 in the second game of the season, and that was a night in which they had the likes of Quinn Hughes, Connor Garland, Tyler Myers, and Kiefer Sherwood in the lineup. They traded all 4 of those guys during the year. And tonight, Edmonton outshot them. The Oilers won that game 3-1, and that was only because Thatcher Demko stopped 34 of 36 shots. Draisaitl put the empty netter, and that was the night that Noah Philp and Andrew Mangiapane scored the 2 goals that beat the Guardian, Thatcher Demko. The Canucks, you feel for them. You've been there before, Rob. You and me have been doing this a long time. And there were some tough miles. And I think back to Rod Phillips' last game, working with him in Anaheim at the end of the 9-10 season. And Daryl Cates, the owner of the team, the Oilers said in February, that's facing Stoff on Oilers now, he said, we're rebuilding, and we have to accept our fate. Well, the Vancouver Canucks are rebuilding. But Edmonton is reloading for another playoff run, and they've got some different players in the mix that weren't here. And I want to ask you about Matt Savoy, a guy you coached, was in the minors all last season. Colton Dock, Stan Bowman knows well. He brought 3 players in from Chicago. Murphy, who got a hell of a left hand in on that was a hard punch. Got a good shot in early, but Murphy, Dickinson, we're not sure when he's going to play, and with the way Szymanski's playing, another player Stan Bowman brought in, I don't think they necessarily have to rush Dickinson, but the Oilers have put some youth into this lineup here.
They have, but again, what happened tonight, what happened over the 82 games doesn't matter. This is an Oilers team that their goal is to win a Stanley Cup. So there was a lot of nice stories, but these stories are thrown away right now as we go into the playoffs. Matt Savoy's been fantastic. I love the kid. I've had him since he was in grade 4. I've had his brother as well. He continues to impress. He thinks the game at the level of the superstars. He's got a skill level that is very good. His work ethic is second to none.
Where does Draisaitl play when he comes back, by the way?
You have your choice. You can put him on the first line, move Hyman down with Nugent Hopkins. You have 2 really good lines that way. You can put him at center. So I guess it all depends on how you want to line up against the Anaheim Ducks. We know, watching Chris Knobloch, there is no... what you have is in warm-up isn't going to be what you're going to have after the first period. So I would imagine Draisaitl will be on separate lines with McDavid when they come back. I think Draisaitl will go on he'll play with, Podkolzin and Roslovic, and then you can throw Nuge down in between Doc and Frederick. There's so many options you have right now. Actually, you can't even do that. Where are you going to put Ross? Yeah, I don't know. It's tough.
They got lots of guys.
They've got,
you know what? A 20-goal scorer in Roslovic that they've added. Savoy finished with 18, 19 for Podkolzin, 20 for Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard scored 20 from the back end, and their 2 best. You got Hyman, who on a full season, Robbie's a 45-goal scorer based on the numbers, and then you've got a 4-time 50-goal scorer in Draisaitl coming back in the lineup, joining McDavid.
Well, yeah, this is a good team. I mean,
and they should be good. They should be good.
They've gone to the Stanley Cup Finals the last 2 years. Are they as good as last year? I don't know. We'll find out. To get out of the Western Conference, or excuse me, to get out of the Pacific Division, they don't have to be better than last year because I don't think the other teams are.
I'm going to say something. Well, I'm going to tell you right now. I think Anaheim's better. Mind you, LA had Edmonton on the ropes.
Anaheim is not as good as the LA Kings were last year. They're not. The Anaheim Ducks had 2 wins in their last 10 games. They played too loose. The LA Kings' bad coaching cost them that series last year. So I don't think Anaheim's anywhere close.
And then the Oilers got going.
Yeah, so I don't think Anaheim's anywhere close to what LA was last year. Not even close. And the LA Kings aren't as close as they were last year. Vegas is going to be a tough out. They're getting quality goaltending right now from Carter Hart.
Just beat Anaheim and go from there.
Well, yeah. But I mean, Anaheim's got skill. They are a very skilled team, but they give up a lot. I watched a lot of their game tonight against Nashville. They're capable of scoring 5, but they're also capable of giving up 5. I don't know. The Oilers are capable, as we've seen as of late, of being a very good defensive team and winning those low-scoring games. I'm not sure if the Anaheim Ducks can yet, but we will see. This is the series I want to see. Anaheim versus Edmonton. To me, it will be the most exciting series. I was really pulling for Anaheim to win tonight. Not that I think they're better than LA or worse than LA. I just think they're more entertaining than LA. And we've watched 4 straight years against the LA Kings. I'm looking forward to the Oilers and the Ducks. Ton of skill on both sides. The Anaheim Ducks are a team on the rise, but right now the Edmonton Oilers are a team of today.
Great stuff, Rob.
Sounds good, Bob.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit EdmontonsBestHotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Edmontonians, do you bleed orange and blue? Delve into the heart of everything Oilers with Oilers Now. Only on 880 CHED. Tune in weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. Bob Stauffer delivers the inside scoop with exclusive interviews, expert analysis, phenomenal guests, and a few surprises. Don't miss a second of the conversation. Discover the heartbeat of your Oilers on 880 CHED, the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big deal. Not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with Black Appearance Package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHED, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Rogers Postgame Show. Let's go to the Pizza 73 out of town scoreboard. Colorado up 1-0 over Seattle late in the second period. No Nate McKinnon tonight. Connor McDavid, 4 more points tonight for the Oilers. Nikita Kucherov finished last night, so McDavid wins the scoring race by 8 points. Elsewhere in the NHL, games of relevance to Edmonton. Anaheim beats Nashville 5-4, which secured them coming in third place in the Pacific Division with the Oilers' 6-1 victory over Vancouver tonight. Calgary knocked off LA. Calgary was a tough out at home this year, and the Flames beat the Kings 3-1. St. Louis 5-3 over Utah. San Jose pounding, and I mean pounding, the Winnipeg Jets 6-1. The Jets just limped home down the stretch. Bakersfield Condors tomorrow night at home to San Jose, in San Jose Saturday to roll out the remainder of the regular season. They made the playoffs, and they got 2 of the 3 all-star forwards in the American Hockey League, rookies, in terms of Quinn Hudson and Isaac Howard. Here at Rogers Place, a hat-trick is first for Matt Savoy, 4 assists for Connor McDavid, 3 assists for Evan Bouchard, Gordie Howe, hat-trick, Colton Dock. The Oilers, they drove Vancouver 6-1. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Let's go to Molson Cup 3 stars. Presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. The third star tonight with the Gordie Howe hat for Colton Dock. The second star tonight for the Edmonton Oilers with 4 assists, Connor McDavid. The first star tonight with his first career hat trick, Matt Savoy. The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. The Edmonton Oilers open up round 1 of their playoffs at home Monday night against the Anaheim Ducks. Cam Moon will have the call on that game. Jack Michaels, Louis DeBrusk, Gene Principe will be on the NHL Hockey and Rogers side. On behalf of Cam, Jack, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Aidan Gannum, studio producers Kellen Kennedy, the helm tonight, Naaman Asham, longtime engineer Troy Bowler. Bob Stauffer signing off. The Oilers' regular season is over. Let's get it going. Playoffs up next.
Rogers Postgame Show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Portions of this exclusive broadcast are brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Molson, official beer.
I had a good conversation with Vasily yesterday about it. He said, listen, he just was out of the mix. And, you know, there's a little chip on his shoulder, and that's a good thing. But he's found a home in Edmonton. They love him here.
Doc and Frederick have found a home together. And there it is, right on cue. Szymanski centers, redirected home. And I think Frederick got a piece for his 5th of the year. And this line is starting to come alive over the last 2 weeks. Trent Frederick puts Edmonton up 1-0.
Just creating havoc in the offensive zone, and they get on you in a hurry. Nice little steal here by Colton Dock in the neutral zone. Makes a nice move on the blue line, but it's just following up and getting a puck to the net. Good things happen. 3 big guys on this young line. Young Szymanski just kind of chucks it through, and a strong stick from Trent Frederick.
Between Savoy and Hyman, tie up off the draw, squirted out in front. Mishandled for a moment by Drew O'Connor, so it's Bouchard across to McDavid. Swooping, circling, dishing, one-time pass. Here's a shot score. Savoy set up by Bouchard and McDavid. 2-0 Edmonton on Savoy's 16th.
This puck to the net. But he shot passes it down to Savoy. Savoy corralled. Roll with Vancouver.
Emerson up the right-hand side. Roslovic trying to get his stick on it. That's going to be handled by Lankin and twisted off the glass. Ratu to the middle of the ice. And Curtis Douglas just got his first NHL goal. Pass right on target. Score! And Vancouver cuts Edmonton's lead in half. There's the first NHL goal for Edmonton's own Ty Mueller.
Curtis Douglas, who throws this one right up over top. Gets his puck, looks up, and just kind of flicks it up over top of everybody. Nice pickup with the skate, deep to the forehand. And for Mueller, tucks it home for his first National Hockey League goal. So the Edmonton kid comes home and buries his first. What a building to do that in for him.
A tipped puck. Nice play by O'Connor. Maybe a developing 2-on-1 here. O'Connor weaving, centering, and then on the backside, the coverage was applied by Roslovic. Here's McDavid. Staying onside Savoy. McDavid back to him and he scores. Matt Savoy with 2 goals in the first. Both set up by McDavid. 3-1 Edmonton.
And he's the one that traps all the way back, and then once they come up the ice, watch this. Savoy wisely gives it to McDavid on the rush. Dish it to McDavid, get to the spot, beautiful.
Saucered it back to Bouchard. Delayed penalty coming on Vancouver, so this is a 6-on-5. Bouchard, McDavid. Wanders down left back to a one-timer. Hat-trick! That's Savoy! The first of his NHL career! 4-1 Edmonton!
On a beautiful pass once again. And no looker, he knows exactly where Savoy is. I mean, he put this bar down upstairs for the third goal.
Saw the beleaguered Vancouver head coach Adam Foote. Proud warhorse, 1,000-plus games in the NHL, couple of cups. McDavid in the net, short side save, rebound, score! That's going to be 20.
Hopkins for his 20th goal of the season. That'll be his 7th 20-goal season of his career. And McDavid tries to lock this one right in.
And Doc, as Edmonton has completed a line change in the offensive zone. Directed to Murphy, and Frederick will get it back. Slid to Darnell Nurse across, and that was tipped. Rebounded, touchdown! Oilers. They paid off, Louis, more than a full minute in the offensive zone.
Yeah, they changed on the fly to make the changes onto the ice, and this line's been solid. Possession, working around the world, come up with loose pucks. Nice little chop pass right there.
Olsen to Nugent Hopkins and shut off the pass. Vancouver did not get it out 5 seconds, but Olsen at the horn. His shot deflected up over top, and that'll do it. Edmonton 6, Vancouver 1. Edmonton has completed a line change in the offensive zone. Directed to Murphy, and Frederick will get it back. Slid to Darnell Nurse across, and that was tipped. Rebounded, touchdown! Colton Dock! 6-1 Oilers! They paid off, Louis, more than a full minute in the offensive zone.
Yeah, they changed on the fly to make the changes onto the ice, and this line's been solid. Possession, working around the world, come up with loose pucks. Nice little chop pass right there. And it was a good job. You could see Murphy was kind of pinching down, looking for an open spot. The puck pops out to him, and he just shoves it through 2 Vancouver Canucks right to Dock, and he elevates this one.
Saw the beleaguered Vancouver head coach Adam Foote. Proud warhorse, 1,000-plus games in the NHL, couple of cups. McDavid in the net, short side save, rebound, score! That's going to be 20. Ryan Nugent Hopkins
for his 20th goal of the season. That'll be his 7th 20-goal season of his career. And McDavid tries to lock this one right in, but as he jams it in, it pops up and goes right over top. Pops up in the air, finds its way off the stick of Hyman into the air, and bang. Quick hand-eye by Nugent Hopkins. Rebound, a little pop up in the air, and no mistake on that one.
Between Savoy and Hyman. Tie up off the draw, squirted out in front. Mishandled for a moment by Drew O'Connor, so it's Bouchard across to McDavid. Swooping, circling, dishing. One-time pass. Here's a shot, score! Savoy set up by Bouchard and McDavid. 2-0 Edmonton on Savoy's 16th.
This puck to the net. But he shot passes it down to Savoy. Savoy corrals it and makes a nice play to hold on to it for a split second off the skate. Stick upstairs over Lankin, who's got to come out and beat.
A tipped puck. Nice play by O'Connor. Maybe a developing 2-on-1 here. O'Connor weaving, centering, and then on the backside, the coverage was applied by Rosovic. Here's McDavid. Staying onside Savoy. McDavid back to him, and he scores! That's Savoy with 2 goals in the first. Both set up by McDavid. 3-1, Edmonton.
13 seconds left in the power play, and he's the one that tracks all the way back, and then once they come up the ice, watch this. Savoy wisely gives it to McDavid on the rush. Dish it to McDavid, get to the spot. Beautiful backhand feed back to Savoy. Sharp angle for McDavid. He's a threat to shoot. Last second, he just puts it right through onto the tape of Savoy for his second of the game.
Saucered it back to Bouchard. Delayed penalty coming on Vancouver, so this is a 6-on-5. Bouchard, McDavid. Wanders down the back door, one-timer, and trip. That's Savoy, the first of his NHL career. 4-1, Edmonton. Szymanski. Bouchard has 3 points in this period.
Yeah, he's continuing that success as well in zone. We talked about this at the start of the game. This is where Edmonton has to try and put the Vancouver Canucks. Make them play in their own zone, work around the road. When it's McDavid with the puck on his stick, he just finds ice. And when he's buzzing around, the big skill for players playing with him is where to go. Get to that spot, be open, he'll find it. He finds a back door on a beautiful pass once again. And no looker, he knows exactly where Savoy is. I mean, he put this bar down upstairs for the 3rd goal of the period for Savoy. And 4th for the Oilers to go up 4-1. Beautiful shot, beautiful pass on a delayed penalty.
Saucered it back to Bouchard. Delayed penalty coming on Vancouver, so this is a 6-on-5. Bouchard, McDavid. Wanders down the back door, one-timer, and trip. That's Savoy, the first of his NHL career. 4-1, Edmonton. Szymanski. Bouchard has 3 points in this period.
Yeah, he's continuing that success as well in zone. And we talked about this at the start of the game. This is where Edmonton has to try and put the Vancouver Canucks. Make them play in their own zone, work around the road. When it's McDavid with the puck on his stick, he just finds ice. And when he's buzzing around, the big skill for players playing with him is where to go. Get to that spot, be open, he'll find it. He finds a back door on a beautiful pass once again. And no looker, he knows exactly where Savoy is. I mean, he put this bar down upstairs for the 3rd goal of the period for Savoy. And 4th for the Oilers to go up 4-1. Beautiful shot, beautiful pass on a delayed penalty.
A tipped puck. Nice play by O'Connor. Maybe a developing 2-on-1 here. O'Connor weaving, centering, and then on the backside, the coverage was applied by Rosovic. Here's McDavid. Staying onside Savoy. McDavid back to him, and he scores! That's Savoy with 2 goals in the first. Both set up by McDavid. 3-1, Edmonton.
13 seconds left in the power play, and he's the one that tracks all the way back, and then once they come up the ice, watch this. Savoy wisely gives it to McDavid on the rush. Dish it to McDavid, get to the spot. Beautiful backhand feed back to Savoy. Sharp angle for McDavid. He's a threat to shoot. Last second, he just puts it right through onto the tape of Savoy for his 2nd of the game.
Between Savoy and Hyman. Tie up off the draw. Squirted out in front. Mishandled for a moment by Drew O'Connor, so it's Bouchard across to McDavid. Swooping, circling, dishing. One-time pass. Here's a shot score. Savoy set up by Bouchard and McDavid. 2-0 Edmonton on Savoy's 16th.
This puck to the net. shot, passes it down to Savoy. Savoy corrals it and makes a nice play to hold on to it for a split second off the skate. Stick upstairs over Lankin, who's got to come out and be.
But they did win the Pacific Division title that year, and I had a good conversation with Vasily yesterday about it. He said, listen, he just was out of the mix, and, you know, there's a little chip on his shoulder, and that's a good thing, but he's found a home in Edmonton. They love him here.
Doc and Frederick have found a home together, and there it is, right on cue. Szymanski centers, redirected home, and I think Frederick got a piece for his 5th of the year, and this line
just creating havoc in the offensive zone, and they get on you in a hurry. Nice little steal here by Colton Dock in the neutral zone. Makes a nice move on the blue line, but it's just following up and getting a puck to the net. Good things happen. 3 big guys on this young line. Young Szymanski.
Why is everyone so fired up? It's a Stanley Cup playoffs. Most exciting playoffs out there. A 2-month roller coaster filled with sudden deaths, good old-fashioned chaos, and a beauty we call McJesus. There's action on the ice and in the studio. Every series is a statement, and everyone gets their shot at the cup.
Why is everyone so fired up?
It's the Stanley Cup playoffs, the most exciting playoffs out there. A 2-month roller coaster with sudden deaths, and a beauty.
When the sun goes down, our love starts to rise. For the boys in blue and orange, a fire in our eyes. We are Oilers after dark. Oilers after dark. We're the ones who bleed that copper and blue. Me and my crew, yeah. Believing in you. Oilers after dark. When the sun goes down, our love starts to rise. For the boys in blue and orange, a fire in our eyes. We are Oilers after dark.